Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Random Wavelength Podcast. This is the podcast where you join myself and Jake, and we talk about pretty much everything and anything. It could be movies, it will be gaming, or it could be what we had for tea the night before. But without further ado, let's just get started. This is episode 11. No, fuck.
12.
Episode 12.
Yeah, exactly.
12. Shit. 12 of the Random Wavelength Podcast, and yeah, I'm hyped. Jake, how are you doing?
Doing good, you know. After E3, it's time to review it, I guess, isn't it? It'd be interesting to see, well, your opinions on it, I guess. But I think It's going to be the same as everyone else's, unfortunately.
We'll see. I mean, yeah, I don't know what we're going to talk about this episode. Like, every episode I have like a few topics that we'll talk about, and then it goes into some random conversation. But like, I always have a few. This one I've got E3. So, you know, like, I don't know if we'll talk about other stuff or if it will just be kind of like an E3 wrap up. We'll see.
Very true.
I'm sure we'll talk about some other bits in between. Like, we have that random conversation, that random wavelength.
Exactly. So. I mean, Loki came out last week as well. The first episode last Wednesday. In fact, a new episode came out today. Today is Wednesday.
It was a good episode.
So there's always that. Yeah. Wait, have you seen it already, the new one?
Yeah, I watched it when I got in.
I haven't seen it yet, unfortunately.
I forgot something to get up. Yeah. How do I look at something specifically?
What are you looking at specifically? It depends what specific thing you're looking at.
Just something for me, Jake, not you. You don't need to know.
The internet?
The internet.
Yeah. Searching
the internet is special place. Why can't I see? Oh well. That's all right. Anyway, yeah. So should we just get started into the podcast? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what you're trying to do over there. I'm kind of just sat here like, I'm just gonna let him do his thing and wear himself out.
Yeah, that's a good idea, and then you can just do all the talking for the rest of the podcast, right?
Exactly, when you're trying to figure out how to find this specific thing on the random wavelength.
Yeah. Oh well, anyway, I couldn't find it, so we can get into it. Jake, before we get into our E3 thoughts and round up everything that was announced and everything like that, let's do the classic old, what have you been gaming recently?
What have I been gaming recently?
Yes.
Well, honestly, since last podcast, not much. I've played a bit of No Man's Sky, unfortunately.
Unfortunately,
it's good on the PS5 though. It's drawn me back in. But again, I've gotten to the point where I'm like, oh wait, I don't know what to do again. So I'll probably just keep on playing the Uncharted games, which I think I talked about last podcast because I started those.
I don't think you did. I don't think you started.
Did I not? Oh well, I finished the first two now. Halfway there, I guess.
You started playing Uncharted for the first time. It's sick. Finally.
I have. I'm catching up. Like, I don't know when the first Uncharted game came out. Probably like 15 years ago at this point. Longer than that, maybe.
Yes. 20. I don't know.
Yeah. But yeah, I played Drake's Fortune. I played Honor Among Thieves. And next is, can't remember the title.
Drake's Deception.
That's the one. And then obviously Thief's End, and then Lost Legacy potentially.
Yeah.
I didn't know what the game's about, to be honest.
Well, I mean, you'll find out. I didn't know what it was about before I played it.
Hey, it's the best way to go into a game blind, isn't it?
Well, yeah. But, yeah, oh, mate, how are you finding Uncharted, though?
Good. I mean, at some points it's a bit repetitive, though. It's like, do some platforming, shoot some guys, solve a really easy puzzle, which you just have to look at your notebook and then press something, and then more climbing, more shooting guys. I mean, obviously the gameplay's not going to be the main focus. The main focus is the whole story, which is really good. Yeah.
You hear this, guys? Jake hates Uncharted. Cancel.
Officially,
cancel.
Yeah.
Xbox fanboy hates Uncharted. Hates
official.
Sony games.
It's official, yeah.
Repetitive.
1 out of 10 IGN.
Okay, I do get what you mean. Like the first three can, because they're all on the same kind of engine thing or whatever, the same kind of gameplay. So I get that, but like the story carries it, right?
Oh yeah, definitely. That's what I was saying. You can tell the story is not the main focus. I mean, that sometimes it's a bit predictable. Like, okay, spoilers for the second Uncharted game for anybody who hasn't played.
Everyone's played it.
I know. But you meet this very British character. I can't actually remember his name now. But as soon as I met him, I was like, oh, he's going to betray you. And then like a couple of hours later, he betrays you, and it's like, yeah, they could have like hidden it a bit. It's a bit obvious, I guess, but you kind of tell the direction the story is going. But it's still very good.
Okay. Well, I'm glad you're playing it, and you're currently playing through Uncharted 3 now?
Oh, I haven't started it yet, but yes, that is the plan.
You've just been distracted by No Man's Sky.
I have, yeah. It's got the adaptive triggers and everything. It's really quite clever, to be fair.
Yeah, I know. Adaptive triggers are clever. I haven't actually played No Man's Sky yet. I feel like I need to get into it at some point, because, mate, it'd be fun, like, me and you playing it on stream or something.
Yeah, that's a good shout, yeah. Because they've really improved the game since it first came out. Hello Games really turned it around. Like, every, like, couple of, like, more frequently than that, every, like, month or so, they get a brand new update adding new content. I mean, the last update came out, like, a week ago, No Man's Sky's Prisms, and it was just, like, a graphical overhaul for the PS5. And it looks really good, to be fair. They've really turned that game around since when it first came out.
Yeah, I haven't played it at all. I haven't really looked at it, but we could get like me, you, and a couple other guys in, and we could do like a 4-player stream kind of thing.
Hell yeah, it'd be cool to see everyone struggle like I first did.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I have to do some talking. I have to buy it, but like,
yeah,
we can see if anyone's interested in that.
It's one of the games that I'm sure is always on sale and that, and it's fun because we can probably crash into each other and blow each other up.
Yeah.
And I have my,
we'll do that.
S-class like fighter. I'll probably just start a new character.
We can kill each other. That's fun. I remember when I used to play a bit of GT Online with a couple of my friends. We always just shot each other.
Exactly.
Like truce.
It's like, yeah, time out. 5 seconds later, blank killed blank.
Yeah, I've reloaded now.
Truce for I reloaded. Exactly. Yeah.
Classic. Oh my god, those days. Yeah. So for me, I've been gaming. Started Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart.
I saw. Yeah. So how is it then?
Yeah.
Talk us through that.
So I'm just playing on stream, which is okay. Like I enjoy playing like games on stream, so that's fine. It does just mean that I've only played about 5 hours in the last week.
Yeah, that's the problem, isn't it? When you're streaming, you can't like just go through at your own pace.
To be fair, I have got very, very little time of playing video games at the moment. Like since the stream, I only had like an hour and a half of video gaming on my own when I wasn't streaming since Friday. So
what have you been playing in that small half an hour bit then?
Let me finish with Ratchet and Clank, Jake.
Oh, okay. Prioritize.
See how conversation, you know what I mean? Like, you need to like, you can't just say, I'm playing that and I'm playing that. You need to really milk it so this podcast goes on for 2.5 hours.
Like
you know what I mean?
It's like A-level language, isn't it? Got to do those.
We need to get that watch time in. So like
paragraphs or whatever.
We don't want to get to 1,000 subscribers so we can get monetization and then realize we're only at 2,000 watched hours. So we can't actually, when we need 4,000. So got to get that watch time. You know what I mean? So
gotta talk really slow.
Exactly. Let me really drag this out.
That's right.
So Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. About 5 hours in, and honestly, it's my first Ratchet and Clank game. Never played one before, but I'm absolutely loving it. It just feels so great to play. It's just a really fun, innocent, creative game. But then there's also so much lore and backstory and character there that I really wasn't expecting. And I really like that about it, like about learning about the Lombaxes and where they went and what happened to them, and how like obviously Ratchet is supposedly the last Lombax, and like this whole story arc, and it's really complex. It's a lot more complex than what I thought it would be, at least.
Oh, that's cool. So it has the gameplay as well as the story then. Yeah,
for sure. And I didn't expect that. The gameplay is incredible. It feels amazing. There's so many different types of guns, and they are so unique. Like there's no gun that feels like another. And they have the similar adaptive triggers thing that Returnal does with like the.
How are you finding that?
Yeah, the halfway thing. Not all guns have it. Like there's only special ones that do it, which is fine because it doesn't make sense on some of the guns. Where it does, it feels really, really cool. So there's a shotgun. There's a double barrel shotgun, and it's called the Enforcer, I think.
Ah, nice. Gotta love a good shotgun. Am I right?
Yeah, and like so you pull halfway down on the trigger and it will shoot the first barrel, and then it'll have like a little stop, and then you push past that stop and push the trigger all the way down, and it will shoot the second barrel. So it's like this
That's
really
really
nice
cool.
like yeah. So if you only need one shot, you'll do like one down. If you need two, you'll go all the way down. Or if you want it a bit slower, you can slow that down or whatever. But yeah, that feels really cool. Like when you have a grenade launcher like attached or whatever, equipped, sorry, you can do it halfway to like aim it and then like all the way to fire it. There's similar
That's
things with
cool.
like there's one like a pulse cannon thing, and like one halfway down will do like a slower single shot, and then like, all the way down will do like a three shots like coming out, and it's a lot faster. So that's really sick.
God, it's so clever the way it works, isn't it?
Yeah, it's sick. That's all it is. It's
It's
so
as
sick.
simple as that. Again, it's like hard to describe to somebody who hasn't experienced it, but obviously because I play Returnal, I know what you mean. It's brilliant.
Yeah,
It's really intuitive. Yeah,
absolutely.
gotta buy it just for that now.
Yes, you do. But it's great. The traversal is great. We've just unlocked the hover boots, which are sick.
Oh, that sounds cool.
They're so much fun to use. But yeah, and I mean, the rift mechanic is insane.
I was gonna say, is it actually what it lives up to be with like the instant load times?
That and more. If like there are no load times, even like loading into the game, I click play game and it boots in pretty much instantly. Like there's maybe like a second black screen, if that, in a game. It's crazy. I've never had a load screen that quick. Once you're in the game, there's no load screens. Similar to like,
That's perfect.
God of
yeah,
War,
that's what you
I
want.
guess. But these rifts are mental. So I might come across one and I'll open it because they'll be closed, so the world won't be generated, won't be rendered.
Of course, yeah, it's
Open
not
it.
loaded into RAM or wherever.
Exactly. I open it instantly. It's all rendered, and you can see the entire world, and you can like look around, and you'll see it through the rift, like real time generated.
Can you look through it before going into it?
Yeah.
God, that's
and
really
that's
cool.
just
It's almost
mental
like,
to see. And I've done this so many times where I've like walked around the whole portal and just seen around it. It's weird. And then you walk through it, and it is this seamless transition of going from one world to the next. You don't even notice it. There's no little juttering. There's no like whatever. It just looks like I'm walking along with no changes at all. It's incredible. It feels
that's
amazing.
So clever, yeah. Especially
and it's a true.
Especially the whole walking around the portal thing to actually see through. That's got to be some clever like. I don't even know how they would do it. Like some clever coding and like trickery almost, some magic.
Like the SSD and stuff on the PS5 is mad. Like the way that the networking works in it is like multiple channels. So think of it like a motorway, right?
Yeah.
So it's like maybe a 4-lane motorway, and they're all going down. Whereas like an Xbox One X has one lane, but it's going super super fast, right? Whereas PS5, the lanes are slightly slower, but there's like 4 or 5 lanes. You know what I mean?
So they can have multiple things going at once. Yeah.
Yeah, I think essentially, I think that's kind of what Digital Foundry was saying when they did their thing of it.
Oh, that's a good analogy for it.
Yes, but yeah, it's mad, and it's a true testament to the power of the PS5. And it's like Digital Foundry said, this game would not run on any other console.
No.
Or PC, or PC, any other setup, it wouldn't run. It only would ever run on a PS5, and it's because of the way they're using the hardware. It is truly optimized for that console, and it's why we need games exclusive to current gen.
That's what I was gonna say. Like going on to with next God of War game in Forbidden West. God, every single time I stumble over that name, try to remember it.
Horizon Forbidden West.
That's the one, yeah. Again, back to the whole conversation about it's on PS4 as well. Like, how? It's not going to be optimized for the PS5 then? Etc., etc., yeah.
The nightmare. Like, if God of War 2, 5, Ragnarok, whatever you're calling it, if that was just on PS5, think about the capabilities they could do, think about the possibilities. Like, they could truly craft this into a current gen game, not a game that is tied down to previous gen, to last gen. Like, it's not going to be the full potential that it could be.
Exactly, yeah. I mean, it might not be as obviously fast loading as Ratchet and Clank with obviously the more realistic and high like standard graphics, but it would still be a lot better if it was just on the PS5 and optimized.
I don't think that's a factor. I think it's fine. At the end of the day, with the start of this generation, when I'm playing Ratchet and Clank, it's hardly using the full capabilities of the PS5.
Yeah, I mean,
you can tell.
Sorry.
The fans aren't going, you know what I mean? Like, if it was using 100% of the power, it'd be going, but it's still fucking silent. It's still silent. It's not using the full power of the PS5. There is a lot to squeeze from this puppy. And, like, you know, we're going to get to the end of the PS5 cycle, and, like, it's going to be mad if you think about it. Like, look at, like, Infamous Second Son, The Last of Us Remastered, you know, these games at the start of PS4.
Yeah.
And then look at Ghost of Tsushima, The Last of Us 2. There is the difference between those games is humongous. It's unrecognizable. You could think that you could say that Ghost of Tsushima and The Last of Us 2 could be on next gen. Like, you could say, oh, they're early next gen games technically, because that's how amazing they are. But they're not. They're still PS4
faster
games.
Loading times.
By the end of the cycle, they fully optimized the PS4 and fully understood how it worked. Mate, the end of the PS5. What's it going to look like? If these are the games we're getting at the start, Demon's Souls, Ratchet and Clank, Returnal, you know what I mean? Like, what is the final PS5 games going to look like?
The final frontier. Who knows? We'll have to wait like 4 or 5 years and find out, I guess. It's only up from here.
Like 7.
It's more like 7, yeah.
It's just sad, really.
I mean, hey, as I said, it's only up from here, though. This is, as you said, the start.
Exactly. It's a long journey, but it's a great journey. And we love it. We love it. But yeah, that's Ratchet and Clank. Hopefully I have some more opinions on it next stream. Next podcast, because I'd have maybe finished it. I don't know. It's just a shortish game. But I'm also... the last stream, I'd streamed for 2.5 hours, and I did like half an hour of main content, and the rest of it was side content. I was like,
there was loads of side stuff as well. That is cool.
I'll do this side content. I was like, oh, there's a gold nut over there. Let's go pick that up, like one of the collectibles. Let's go get that. Oh, mate, I guess I gotta get this and that, and then do that side mission. And I'm like, oh my god, I haven't done any main missions this stream.
It's like, oh no, sorry everybody, if you wanted to see story.
Yeah, and I was like, oh, I have to do one. I have to do one main mission before I finish. So I did that.
Of course, that makes sense. Yeah. Is there like a skill tree in that then? Is there like perk progression in that?
So no, you level up, but you level up your weapons. So you upgrade your weapons.
Yeah, it's the same in
not your character.
Well.
Yeah, which I think's a good way of doing it. You kind of because I always like that when abilities and stuff with your character gets unlocked through story. I think it means it has more of an impact and more of a point. Rather than just
they could be used properly too. That way, like the levels can be designed around them because they know every player will have it at that certain point.
Exactly, and it works with these type of games. I feel like, you know, proper big RPGs, it's slightly different, but like games like this, it makes sense. And then obviously you upgrade your weapons, which is fine. You can just upgrade to have more ammo, further range. You know,
the standard
that kind
stuff.
of thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. So, and the upgrading system's really cool. But yeah, Ratchet and Clank. Cool.
Oh yeah, you recommend it then? Because obviously I saw the reviews and it's like 9 out of 10, 10 out of 10.
Oh yeah. I haven't finished it, but like I can see it's going to be like that. And Rivet, she's great. Great character.
Like, you've seen the Insomniac post all like the GIFs and that, like advertising the game. And like, that does look good.
It's great. I loved when like the run up to the game releasing, they like released these images of like Ratchet and Clank going to like the different PlayStation worlds.
Oh, I missed that. That sounds really cool.
I just see like every day, like for like the week before they'd post a new one. So there was like one where they came, like the Horizon robots were coming through into the Ratchet and Clank world. There was one with
yes.
like
Sunset Overdrive.
God of War. Yes, Sunset Overdrive. Like,
because I remember that was really like random, and everyone was like, "Are they going to announce Sunset Overdrive 2 or something?" Because that's what brought the conversation of us being like, "Wait, did we accidentally like unironically predict something?"
I know, right? But yeah, I mean, great. On yesterday,
Tuesday, the something of June.
Yeah,
yes,
that one, the 15th. But okay.
There we go.
I was in town and I was shopping. Well, not really shopping. I was just out. I had 20 minutes to kill, so I was like, I'll go to
shopping. Yeah.
Went into game and I was like, let's have a look at what's games are going on here. And I saw something. I saw a few games and I saw The Pathless, and it was on like, it was like a sale for like 20 quid, and I was like, let's pick it up. So I picked it up. I bought it. It's a game I've wanted to get for a little bit. I saw like gameplay and stuff, and I thought it was mad. It looked really sick. I've heard like Josh in the community said he played it and said it was amazing. So I was like, yeah, I'll get it, take it home, see what it's all about. I played about an hour and a half yesterday, and yeah, it's great so far. The traversal is like the highlight. The traversal is really,
because you like slide
really
across
cool.
the terrain, don't you? I have seen it too. Because as well, I was in the same position as you, being like, "Ooh, I want it. It's PS5 game." And then before we actually started recording this, I saw it had a price drop on Argos. Now it's like £17, and I'm like, "Ooh,
maybe."
Exactly.
I mean, at the same day, I've got it on disc, so if you want to borrow it, you can. When I finished it, but
that's very true. I can't imagine it being a very long game.
No, I think it's like 6 hours, but
that's not too bad.
I'll probably finish it hopefully next week. Depends how much time I get to video game. Anyway, the game is sick. So like for the traversal, yeah, you have like, I guess it's power, and you get this power by shooting these orbs with your bow. And the power relates to like a dash, like speed, so you can like skate across the land really quickly. So you have to like,
really satisfying, I can imagine.
Yeah, you have to keep shooting these orbs so you can keep moving faster, and they give you a speed boost when you hit them as well. It's great.
So you can chain it
feels
all together,
amazing.
Almost, and just fly across everything.
Yeah,
is it
and there's
open world
these.
Then, or?
Yeah,
Don't know yet. You haven't played that far into it.
Yeah, it feels open world. It's weird. Like you go into these different sections. There's like little puzzles. You have to kind of get rid of the dark energy or something. But this thing is a lot of story to it as well. There's a lot of like world building, which is cool.
And that's what we like to see. Because it's a small indie game as well, and normally small indie games like that are really quite good.
Yeah, I'm liking it. I can't wait to get more into it, really. The puzzles are great. Like, it is very puzzly, which I appreciate. I really like that. So, fine by me.
Unlike the Uncharted 1 and 2 puzzles, where it's just, oh no, you come into a room, let me look at my book and click the right button.
Oh, Jay, don't you give it too much hate.
Too
much hate. Stop.
Uncharted.
Xbox fanboy.
Still good games, though.
All right. But yeah, that's what I've been playing, really. Nothing else. Been chilling. Setting up for the Minecraft server, though, which is sick.
Minecraft server? Because I remember you had one yourself, didn't you? But that kind of fizzled out. I don't know what happened to it.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So we have a Minecraft server. 1.17 is released for Minecraft, the newest update. So
part
we're like,
one, isn't it? Caves and something.
Yeah, Caves and Cliffs.
That's the one.
I'm like, the server's a bit dead. Everyone's kind of done everything they want to do. Let's restart the world, reset it. And I was like, mods, we're going to rebuild. We've started like setting up spawn a little bit, testing out, because 1.17 is a little buggy.
Oh dear. Normally Minecraft isn't
testing
that
out
buggy as well.
something.
Normally it's really polished each update.
I think it's because it's a server with all the plugins. I don't think it's like the
I see.
update.
Yeah, it's just too much going on at once.
Yeah, but we've restarted it, and we're hoping to open next Tuesday, the 22nd of June.
Hey, that's when I get my COVID vaccine. Whoop whoop.
Hey, so if you want to join, anyone out there wants to join, the link is in the Discord. So join the Discord, and you can find the information there. Also, good news, I've actually got a plugin that allows Minecraft Bedrock players to join the server. So you don't have to be on Java Edition to play. You can also be on Bedrock version if you want to join it.
So I can join your server on my Switch?
Yeah, you can. Or your Xbox, or your PlayStation, or your phone,
Oh god,
or your
phone,
iPad,
yeah.
or Windows 10 edition. Any of it, you can join my server. In fact, Jake, you actually should. That'd be pretty cool.
I see how well it works on my Switch. Oh dear.
Yeah, I tried it. I tested it out, and it does actually work pretty well.
Oh, nice.
So yeah, the information all on Discord. Mods will help you out if you need help. But come join Season 2 of the True Gamer SMP. Should be going live next Tuesday, and I can't wait for it.
I presume it's going to be like in the important links channel of the Discord. Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, this last week, Jake, there has been a pretty big event happening in gaming and the game industry. Jake, do you want to highlight on what that may have been? Because I'm really unsure.
No, I think it's like a number and then a letter. It's like,
is it so?
I don't know, like 12F or something. That sounds similar.
12F.
12F. Yeah.
Wasn't it like 4G?
4G?
No, that's what I get on my phone.
Yeah,
that's what I get on
exactly.
my phone.
5G? No, that's the same thing, but better, yeah.
Yeah, that's the new one that you have in cities. Wait, I don't...
Is it like AC3 or something?
Oh, no, it's not that. That's some rape company game. Jake, I got it. Jake,
Go on,
Jake,
tell me.
Jake.
End our suffering.
I got it. Oh, fuck, I can't believe I actually figured it out right now. E3.
That sounds about... Are you sure?
Wait. Oh, no, you're making me doubt myself now. You're not sure it's like NI7? NI7, is that right? Let me search it. NI7.
The M25?
No, that's not right.
Is that the right? No, that's a road, isn't it?
Man, I'm really struggling.
Maybe. I feel like you're close with A3. A3? Is it? I can't even say letters.
What?
Don't worry. Ignore me.
It's just N7. I don't know where I got my NI from. It's just N7.
Right, I got you.
I fucked up my Mass Effect reference. I want to kill myself.
I was gonna say, like, I have no idea where Ben's going with this, so I just keep on being like, yep.
I was like, wait, that's not right. NI7. Fuck's it. I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a sick Mass Effect reference. Like, 4 people are gonna get this. And I fucked it.
No.
I meant N7.
All the Mass Effect fans are just disappointed in you. That's the only thing. That's the only outcome of this.
I'm sorry. All right. I'm sorry.
You should be.
Anyway, let's stop this charade and reveal what truly happened. Jake, what was it?
It's 3E. That's what's been happening.
Oh boy. Okay. Yeah. It was the Electronics Entertainment Expo.
That's
if you don't, why did I say it like that? E3, and because that's what we're going to go on to first, really, because it was the first event, was the Summer Games Fest opening. Yes,
you live streamed it and I was there with you, and it was disappointing.
It was, basically. Well, we're just going to go through now and talk and kind of just wrap up E3 and just talk about what the announcements were and what we thought about E3, and I think it should be a good old segment.
Exactly. Well, we should have planned like the list of announcements of each event, but none of us are prepared for that.
What do you think I did for the last hour before I did this podcast?
Nice.
I went through all the main events and wrote down everything that was spoken about.
Wow, that's rough. You could have just searched it on the internet, I'm sure, and it would have done the same effect and taken you like...
misses out things, and I wanted to be specific and make sure I wasn't missing out on things.
If it's one thing, we're specific on the Random Wavelength.
That's true, as we saw by my Mass Effect reference.
Yeah,
okay. Yeah, so we got the Summer Games Fest Kickoff Live, which was the first event in Summer Games Fest E3 nonsense. I do find it funny how they did their event like literally 2 days before E3 started, because it almost set this like thing that they were kicking off E3, which obviously they weren't, but
it's like the one person who shows up to the party uninvited, but like claims they started it. It's like, how is all my idea?
Jeff, we see what you're doing. You can't hide it.
No, you can't just take over the start like that. But at the same time, you totally can.
Yeah, if you want to. We're not against you at all, Jeff Keighley. We love you over there. You made Game Awards my favourite award ceremony. That's not how you say that word. Anyway, it was funny this E3. I thought like it felt like I never knew if an event was part of E3 or Summer Games Fest. I was like,
yeah, or if it was like
Just
part of
event.
something completely different, like Netflix.
or-
Did Netflix
yeah.
do like a geeked out thing? 'Cause we saw it on the Summer Games
yeah,
Fest. It was like,
Netflix Geeked Week,
Geeked Week. That was it. 'Cause it was like
where
oh,
they
no.
showed loads of Rape Company stuff and like 1 second of The Witcher season 2.
Yeah, that's what
So-
we'd like to see, isn't it? They got their priorities
Good.
straight.
That's right. That's right. We didn't even get to see Henry Cavill topless, and I'm
Oh,
not gonna
come
lie.
on,
What was the point?
yeah.
If we don't see Henry Cavill
he should have
topless.
been the celebrity appearance because he builds his own PCs and everything as well. So
Mate,
he
he's a
would have loved to
gamer. He
do
plays
that.
World of Warcraft.
Hell
That
yeah.
is a true gamer right there.
he like
Ah,
hurt his leg when Cyberpunk came out, so he could take the week off recording season 2.
I bet he regrets doing that now.
100%. He played it for the first day. I was like, well, this is a waste of time.
I was like, shit. Oh, my leg's healed. Better go
Yeah,
to work.
hell
There we
yeah.
go. Off we go. Jesus Christ. Anyway, shall we start going to the Summer Games Fest Kickoff Live things that were
That
showed?
sounds like a plan.
Okay, so we started off in this really weird, like, kind of show, like, place. I was just a bit confused on what was going on. Like, was it, like, screens behind him, or
Yeah, I remember
green
you saying when
screen?
we were streaming, and I was like, it's definitely screens. I don't know why you're so confused by this.
It didn't look like it, because it was, like, top to floor, and the floor was also, like, lit up.
Yeah,
and I was
except
like,
no, when the floor did change, that confused me because I completely didn't realize the floor was also a screen he was standing on.
yeah. I was beyond confused. I still am. I've watched the event twice and sped through it a third time, so... Yeah. Still confusing. Anyway, they open up with this game by Gearbox, and we're like, oh, Borderlands. But no, it's called Wonderlands.
Yes, I completely forgot
Remember
about
this?
Yeah.
Yeah. Creative name. It's by the same guys that made Borderlands, obviously. Same art style.
Still,
Similar-
yeah, same cell shaded look.
That's the one. But instead of it being like this, you know, the kind of what even is Borderlands? Like Borderlands, isn't it? Like
open-world
post-apocalyptic.
Yeah, open world looter shooter.
Yeah.
That sort of. I don't know. Yeah, first person looter shooter. I don't know what other way to describe it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that, but fantasy instead of post-apocalyptic. So I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
And the whole thing's called Tiny Tina's Wonderland.
Yeah, because she's a character in the Borderlands series, so I'm not sure if that's
Oh.
like a. Yeah,
Is she?
Yes, she is. Yeah.
I did not know that.
So it's weird because I'm not sure if it's like, is it just her imagination? I don't know. They'll do that. It's like it was all a dream or something like that. I have no idea.
Oh,
it's
God.
very weird. It's very weird.
So, opening of Summer Games Fest Kickoff Live wasn't great. I'm
No,
not going to play that ever.
I'm sure
not
there's
my
a few
thing.
people excited. I don't mind a
I
Borderlands
mean,
game. but,
maybe.
yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. It was, I mean, yeah, it's cool, but it's just not, is it?
It's just
Um,
not.
I'm not a big fan of Borderlands. Like, it's just not my thing. Like, it's just shooting.
Yeah, shooting and looting. Hence the name of the genre, I
shit.
guess.
Bit shit. And then after that, we went into this little game called Metal Slug Tactics.
Oh god.
It was like kind of
yeah.
old school, isometric style, like kind of like a military game. You know what I mean? Remember that one?
I do. It was like cartoony, sort of like. Was it cartoon? Like it looked like it'd been hand drawn or digitally drawn almost.
A little bit.
Yeah,
Little bit.
Tactical, I presume. Turn based. I can't remember, to be honest.
It looked turn based. I feel like it was turn based. It was something. Yeah, we got that. And then Jeff Keighley announced special guest. And who do we see on our beautiful screens? None other than.
Was it Ryan Reynolds or was it? Is that
Oh,
Laser Ryan?
Jake. I thought you were on this. None other than Hideo Kojima.
Oh yeah, of course. God, I completely forgot about
myth.
this.
The legend. Hideo Kojima. The man. The artist who makes no wrong. And he talked for about 10 minutes.
Yeah, Jeff Keighley was
about-
like, "How's it going in Tokyo?" And Hideo Kojima was like, "We're in a state of crisis. Everything sucks over here. Thanks for asking."
It's like, oh, well, I hope you
People
get a
are
vaccine
dying
soon.
Yeah, it's very depressing.
Hideo Kojima talked about the state of the world and the video gaming industry, and he actually talked about some interesting things. How like this kind of changes how he wants to make games, and because obviously he always makes games like based off society and politics, and he kind of tries to predict the future and kind of see what might happen and touch on it, kind of like, I guess, in a way like Black Mirror.
Yeah, I remember. Oh, that's a good TV show.
Yeah, and he talked about like Death Stranding, and it was like, wow, it came a bit sooner than I thought it might.
Yeah, the only people allowed outside are like the Amazon delivery drivers delivering us our next game to play during quarantine.
which I thought was quite funny.
Yeah.
But he said he was like, games are made to be fun and entertaining, not always about society and politics and that kind of thing, basically. So I think he's had a little bit of a different thought about how to make games, which is interesting, because I like how he makes games, so I'm a bit unsure about that, but I'm sure he'll stay to his roots and he'll make the games he wants to make at all times. He's one of those creatives who only make the game
what sells
he wants to make. Exactly. But
which in the end is good, because in the end it does sell, because obviously everyone likes, because it's what he wants to do, so it's good.
Absolutely. And then Jeff Keighley wrapped it up and was like, oh, well, thank you, Hideo Kojima, for being here. It's great. It's like, yeah, it's been great. Oh, Jeff. One more thing. And then, boys, PlayStation. Instantly hyped I was. Wasn't I, Jake?
Of course. I mean, you would be, wouldn't you, hearing news for Hideo Kojima? Like, what's working on next?
Mate, PlayStation, I was like, instantly, it's Death Stranding. We've had director's cut, whatever, like Kojima cut, rumors, and I was like, yep, Death Stranding. And what was it? Death Stranding.
It was exactly that, yeah.
We saw this weird trailer, which of course we should have expected from Death Stranding. Of course we should have. We shouldn't know what's going on in this until we play it again.
Precisely.
But yeah, the trailer was weird. It had do you want to talk about it?
Yeah, well, basically, obviously started in one of the bunkers. I can't remember if they had a certain name to them. But obviously it started in there. We saw Sam Bridges, and he picked up a box off the shelf, and he kind of just shook loads of oranges out of it, and everyone was like, okay, this is a bit strange.
Oranges, I think, is a Metal Gear Solid 2 reference, by the way.
Is it? See, I thought, I heard somebody say oranges was like a symbolism for death or something, or dying in media and that.
I don't know. I heard somewhere that was a Metal Gear Solid 2 reference. I haven't played Metal Gear Solid, so I don't know, but that's what I heard at least.
Neither have I. But and then he chucked the box on the ground and he got in it, which is 100% a Metal Gear Solid reference, in case the oranges isn't anyway. Obviously, I mean, even if you play Smash Bros, you know one of Snake's taunts is him hiding in a box.
Yeah. So.
And he did that. He got in it. He got out, and that was pretty much
the whole trailer.
Yeah, exactly. And it obviously zoomed in the bunker, and it looked like there was a bunch of guards walking around, very, almost like his classic Metal Gear Solid stealth mission again.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was very odd. Very odd. And then obviously it came up on the screen, Death Stranding, Director's Cut.
Yeah.
And that was it.
Amazing. I'm really excited. I wanted to replay Death Stranding for ages, and I've been waiting out. I've been like, nah, I'll wait, because they've been rumors for a while of a director's cut, and I'm like, I'll wait for that. And it is actually happening. We're getting this full update. I'm presuming with crazy next gen features like adaptive triggers,
hopefully it's just on the PS5.
Feedback, 3D audio, all of that, and extra director stuff, whatever Kojima's wanting to add.
Exactly.
Obviously, I don't know if this trailer is indicating that we're going to be able to go inside bunkers in this cut.
So, because that'd be really cool. Because I mean, we obviously walked to all of them, so it'd be cool to actually see what's happening underneath them.
That would be sick. So that's interesting, and honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait. And they said there are more news to come in a few weeks.
Yeah, so I'm guessing they're going to have a state of play, which hopefully they announce some other stuff as well. Because obviously we didn't hear anything else from them, really, in the whole E3 week.
Yeah, so that kind of lines up. Because in the last day or two, there's been a couple rumors of a state of play in early July.
That makes sense. That's quite soon then, to be fair. Yeah, a few weeks.
We've said a few weeks, and that's in a few weeks. So, I mean, it makes sense. I can't imagine them showing much more detail unless it's in a state of play. So, I think it was like the 9th of July or something, the rumored date. So
That sounds about right, to be fair. That is 3 weeks, yep. Oh god, hiccups.
we'll see. But like, yeah, I hope we get a state of play soon because I feel like we need some PlayStation news, don't we?
Yeah,
We need it.
They should just move it to like closer to E3, unless they want to just like differentiate themselves so they don't get lost within the rest of it, I guess.
I think that's it, and I think that's fair. I think, Sony want to be each in their own and just do their event,
Yeah.
create their own hype, and they absolutely can because it's Sony, PlayStation. But yeah. After the Death Stranding director's cut, Jeff Goldblum, boys. Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, that was going to be my second guess.
Wow,
I
so we went
completely
from
forgot about
Ryan
Hideo
Reynolds,
Kojima.
Jeff Goldblum, and then Hideo Kojima.
Exactly.
That's
There's
just
just so
me.
many
That-
guests in that.
Okay then. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum announces this new world premiere, and we get Jurassic World Evolution 2, which is cool,
Yeah.
coming out this year. I played a bit of the first one. It was free. It was like a Xbox Live Gold game, I think. So I played it on that for a
right.
bit.
What
Put in
even
a
is-
good few hours,
What
and
even is
it
the
was great. I
gameplay?
really enjoyed
Is it a park builder, or is that the other one?
Yeah, it's one of it's like those tycoon park building games, which I actually really like. Like I do like those type of games. So yeah, it was fun, and it was Jurassic Park. So
Nice.
I'm looking forward to this one. I might get it. I want to, but it would kind of depend when and what games are coming out around then, because it
and
could get lost very easily.
It could be like £60 PS5, so
Yeah, and I'm like, okay.
I'd rather spend my money on like Forbidden West or God of War Ragnarok or something instead.
Yeah. So that was that. Cool. We got this musical performance by this chick. Cool.
She's singing something about a Japanese indie game, which everyone said looked like Breath of the Wild almost.
This game called Glider in the background.
Glider.
Yeah, which apparently like Breath of the Wild, because any game that has remotely a cartoony art style, everyone's like, Breath of the Wild.
That's what I
Any
said.
game
as
with
well.
grass in it, Breath of the Wild.
I was like,
Any game with the
not
glider in, Breath of the
really.
Wild. Calm down, guys. Not every game is Breath of the Wild.
Yeah.
Jake.
What do you mean, Jake? I agreed. I was the one who said it on the stream.
All right.
I was like, this looks nothing like Breath of the Wild. Yeah.
Okay, good. Okay, I thought you were one of those people.
God, no.
God, no.
How dare you?
How dare you, good sir? I have you know I am an independent mind with my own
Exactly.
soul.
I say Uncharted is a bit repetitive.
Xbox fanboy. Anyway, after that we got a game called Lost Ark, which I've written down, but I can't remember what it is.
No, neither
and I
can
literally
I.
looked at this like 40 minutes ago.
Lost Ark, yep.
Yeah, I don't know what this one is. Lost Ark. Oh. Yeah, is this like isometric fucking shit?
Perfect.
Yeah, that game coming out this year. Boy. Then we saw a bit of COD Warzone Season 4,
Oh,
whatever.
yeah. I'm sure a lot of COD fans would be excited, but I've never played it and I never intend to. So
Yeah, but why do you need to set this event? You know what I mean? Like, why?
just post a clip on YouTube. I'm sure we still get like 10 million views or something.
Yeah. The people that care will see it. Then we had another special guest, and Jake, who was that?
It was Jeff Gob. No, I'm kidding. It's Ryan Reynolds.
Ryan Reynolds. And what did he do?
He announced a Deadpool game. No, I'm kidding. It was he just showed the
Elden
film
Ring.
trailer, which Elden Ring world premiere. Yeah, no,
World
unfortunately.
premiere.
He just showed a trailer
Yeah.
for his film, which is already on YouTube and which I've already seen before, so it's kind of a waste of time.
Yeah, promoted his film called Free Guy, which I'm actually kind of digging. Like, it actually looks really cool.
It does look
which
quite
I didn't
interesting,
think.
but
Yeah, I'm
maybe
looking
it's
forward
because
to
we're
it. Actually,
just so starved for new films that would like give us anything, please.
I don't know. There's like loads of films coming out in the next couple months.
That's true. That's very true.
I'm going to cinema in the next week.
To see what is the question? A Quiet Place 2?
In the Heights.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
In Washington Heights. Yeah, it's a musical. I know, not going to appeal to everyone, but I love it.
I did see that advertised, yeah.
It's sick. Anyway, In the Heights, but I actually want to go to cinema as well to see Quiet Place 2. Oh god, there's so much. And yeah, my sister went to see Conjuring film and she said it was bad.
Oh really? What, the devil's, because it's called like the Conjuring subtitle, like the devil made me do it or something, which just sounds wrong.
Whatever the new one is, I literally have no idea.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the Free Guy film actually looks kind of cool. I kind of dig the vibe. Like, it's a bit cringe, but I kind of like the cringe. You know what I mean?
As long as it's
one of those
cringy,
things.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's Ryan Reynolds. Like, yeah, he can do no wrong. He's great.
He's got loads of streamers in it as well, and YouTubers like Jacksepticeye's in it, Pokemane's in it. Dan TDM, Ninja, yeah. I'm sure they'll just make a brief appearance, but it's still like, oh, these people are in the film.
Yeah, exactly. Yay! I gave them $1 million to be in 1 second.
Precisely. Yeah.
Then we got Jake. It's a bit sus, though. Not gonna lie, Jake. It's a bit sus.
Oh dear.
What is it? Oh my god! I don't think I can say it, Jake. You might have to say it for me. It's I don't want to say it. The name might haunt me. It's a bit sus.
It's Among Us.
Hey, you got it. How did you know, Jake? You haven't got the list in front of you.
I'm psychic.
You're psychic, even over like sus. A mile distance.
Hell yeah, I hate that. I just know.
Mate, I'm just transferring my wave. Like, I'm literally looking towards where Jake's house is compared to where my house is.
Hang on, let me think about it.
Mate, it's literally like that direction. For like a mile. And I get to Jake's house.
I'm located.
Should I go now? I can invade. Do a big river raid.
Oh no. I could drive to yours as well. I passed my test like 2 weeks ago Tuesday, so...
Yeah. What we'll do, guys, is when we do a random wavelength meetup, we'll obviously all do a raid to Jake's house. I'll all show you where it is. We won't come to my house because I ain't doxing myself to you guys. I don't trust you enough. But we'll all meet in a non-disclosed area, like a park or something. And then we'll all just stroll up to Jake's house. It'll be great.
Yeah, we'll meet at the park, which is like 1 minute away from my house.
Yeah, we'll do that. Well, Jake, you just revealed a very specific location near your house.
Exactly, like, that park. They're gonna know.
Park? They might.
Oh no, Ben,
they might. Jake, that park near that shop. Sorry?
You just doxed yourself as well, because you pointed in my direction, said I'm living a mile, so they'll be able to like...
They're going to measure exactly a mile away, and I'm going to be like, and they're going to just be like, yep, this house.
Precisely, and they're going to go there and river raid your house.
Oh shit.
Precisely.
Well, I'm not James Welford, I don't dox myself, it's all good.
Is that why you moved house, I saw?
You didn't move house?
Oh, yeah, ignore me.
James Welford Lasers.
Right.
He was streaming and I think I've told you this story, but he was streaming and I think he got told that Amazon have anal beads on their studded anal beads on their site.
Yeah.
And James was like, "Oh, that's funny. Let's search that up." Forgot to go in incognito, so he went on to Amazon.co.uk or whatever.
It says delivered to this address.
His address. Yeah. It was like, and I think it took him a bit of time to realize, but then someone told him. He just looked at it and started laughing, and then like ended the stream and privated it and everything like that. But yeah.
Yeah, at least he laughed and didn't have like a proper panic. I'm sure he did a little bit internally, but
I feel like the thing about James's audience, I feel like majority of the audience are like, he's trusting enough that they're not going to show up at his house. You know what I mean? Like
they'll just send like those dodgy Amazon packages to his house instead.
Yes, these, but there might be a few, but like most, like if I found out his address, I'd just be like, okay, like it doesn't concern me. I'm not going to his house uninvited. That's just rude.
That is a bit weird. Yeah, you just type into Google Maps and be like, set route.
Yeah, exactly. That's so weird. I'm not going to Northampton either. Like, fuck that.
Get the kettle and I'll be there in 2 hours and a half.
Yeah, fuck going to Northampton. Like, come on.
Yeah, God, what is in Northampton? God.
A university, I guess.
Probably. There's university everywhere.
Everywhere has universities.
Precisely.
You know. Not that special, James. Not that special.
Your place is university and so does ours.
Yeah, it does. It does. Oh, gee, that's going to narrow it down. They're going to know.
Oh no, shit. They're going to coordinate with it's your cities with universities in. That's like all of them, but it's still fine.
To be fair, I've said literally multiple times the exact town I live in. So
yeah, I think
I showed a screenshot of where I was when I was at my home off the maps as well.
Oh,
Bear
really?
in mind, when I did this, I was like zoomed out all the way out of like the UK, so they couldn't like, if they zoomed in, it'd like just be like, you know,
the whole
southwest area.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but
just to show whereabouts in the UK you are.
spoiler alert, we live in the southwest. Is why we have thick accents.
Hell yeah, and why we get like Thatcher's just like 5 minutes away from where we live. Like the actual place is where it's made. It's brilliant.
So I bet some people don't even know what Thatcher's is though. That's really sad.
They've got to, right? I mean, they sell it in
Not
like
everyone.
Spain now.
I don't know. D, you live. I don't know if he doesn't even listen to a podcast, does he? Fuck that. D, if you're listening for one random podcast in Germany, do they have Thatchers? Let me know. Who else is foreign? Who else is foreign?
Who's the guy who lives in Iceland?
Eddie, I know you listen. Eddie, in London, do they sell Thatchers?
Oh, they've got to in London. Come on.
That's me. I'm wondering if they sell Thatchers in foreign countries. That's what I'm just asking. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because you know, London is my country.
That's right. Isak, yeah, you live in Iceland. Thatchers? Question mark. I'm curious.
I mean,
cheddar cheese. Cheddar cheese, classic, right? Cheddar.
Again,
everyone knows cheddar cheese.
Like 10 minutes away from where we live. It's great.
Where it was invented, best cheddar cheese I've ever had. Made in those caves. It's great. Cheddar Gorge.
Screw Wensleydale. Cheddar cheese is where it's at.
Cheddar Gorge, cheddar cheese is like the king of cheese.
Yeah, cheddar.
Jake, we've just been talking about like nonsense for 10 minutes
really
instead of talking about
bad stuff. It's good though. It's good.
Oh god, I hope this is why people listen.
I'm sure it does. I mean, everyone's already seen all the events anyway, so.
Yeah. Anyway, hold on, let me get a drink up.
Ben's taking a big sip.
That's right, big sip, big gulp.
I've got to be so careful not to choke on my water or spill it down myself to make myself look a fool. Because the amount of times I do it, this bottle is terrible for doing it. The lids come off. It's terrible.
Can you please do that so I can make a gif of it and just make fun of you every single day?
Just dribbling out my mouth. I'm sure I've done it in one podcast. I mean, I constantly like knock the microphone. Like literally, I said last podcast, the first thing I do when Ben's doing the intro is knock the microphone.
Every fucking time. Every single time I'm doing the intro, when I go to edit, I'm just hearing a boom, boom. God. Come on, Jake.
I'm
hearing this. Come on. Exactly. When we get some like special, like really, really good microphones one day, it's gonna be brilliant. Like you're gonna be able to move it and it'll make no sound. It's gonna be so good. One day we'll get like nice like condenser. Yeah, I can't wait. One day. Maybe I'll get it first, and then Jake will just have a shit microphone.
Yeah, you'll really show me up.
I mean, hopefully we'll figure it out so we can get them both at the same time. So it doesn't, you know...
Because I'm sure that would just annoy people if one microphone's worse than the other.
Yeah, we'll try and do that. But why are we talking about microphones right now? Oh my god, Jay, this is like the worst. Sorry?
With all our company funds that we have.
That's right. All that money we made on Twitch, that Twitch money.
100%.
That is all going to channel, by the way. Anyway, then in the Summer Games Fest Kickoff Live, we saw a few PlayStation indie games. We saw Chicory, A Colourful Tale. It was this weird fucking 2D thing where you can colour on the map. I don't know.
Ah, yes. Yeah. It's like Scribble Noughts. That's another drawing on the map type of game.
Yeah. The next one, though, was actually really cool looking. It was called Salt and Sacrifice. It was this like 2D platformer, but it was like a Souls game.
Almost like, yeah. Oh yeah, you said it.
And it looked like the leveling up and how the game looked. It looked like a Souls game but 2D. And not gonna lie, it's coming out next year, 2022, and I'm actually really hyped. I think I'm gonna play it and like get it and everything. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Maybe a stream game or something. But yeah, Salt and Sacrifice.
Cool. You need to play Hollow Knight if you like Souls games.
I do. Yeah. I know.
And then you can be disappointed with me with like we've had no like Hollow Knight Silkswan news for the last 2 years.
Mate, I need to get into it. Maybe I'll stream it. Maybe I'll get it on. I already have it on PlayStation, don't I? Because it's a free game at one point. Ooh, I'll do that.
Nice.
Yeah, it was a PS Plus game at one point. Yeah. So Salt and Sacrifice, pretty cool. Then we saw Solar Ash, which was
It looks a bit like Pathless crossed with Shadow of the Colossus, I thought.
It does. I agree, and I actually think it's going to be good, and I'll probably play it. Probably, yeah. Looking cool.
Oh,
We saw it before, and like, so it was nothing new.
Yeah,
so.
I think we saw it last E3 as well, or maybe it was in a state of play or something. But yeah,
we saw it as something. And then we got an ad for a game that's already out called Chivalry 2, which is this multiplayer sword fighting game.
Yes, that's by Koch Games. Actually, I realized earlier.
Yeah, Koch Games. Koch Games. Koch Games. So yeah, Chivalry 2. Not really my thing, but mate, if that was an action RPG, I'll be all over it. But it's a multiplayer game. Then we got a 2-second tease of Valorant, which was sick.
How who doesn't love some Valorant?
It was actually so funny because we were so confused, weren't we? At least I was, because they were like Valorant, and then it was this like tease, and then they went straight into another game. And I was like,
yeah,
is this still Valorant? Like, what's going on?
The same art style and everything.
I know, it was so different, and I was like, it was Escape. It was a new map for Escape from Tarkov in the end, but like,
oh yes, yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is going on here? But that was that. Then we got an announcement for a game called 2 Point Campus, which is by the same people that made the game 2 Point Hospital, which is fun. I played a couple hours of that when it was a free game at some point on something.
On Xbox, yeah, I remember that, I think.
So I played a bit of that. Like I said, I like those kind of games, like the Tycoon kind of stuff. I do dig them. So this, I might play it at some point. Pretty sick. Then we got the cringiest part about E3 this year. The Netflix Geeked Week ad.
God, that was horrible. Even the name, like, Geeked Week. Oh, if you like video games and TV shows, you're a geek.
Oh my god, it was fucking disgusting.
Yeah.
I haven't actually watched Geeked Week, by the way, and I'm not going to watch it ever. And we won't talk about it here. Stranger Things
lads.
might crossover. Okay.
Yeah, it's just skins for some already existing characters, wasn't it?
Yeah. They announced a new game publisher called Prime Matter Games, and yes,
that's the publisher.
Publisher. They have games like they're publishing games like Kingdom Come Deliverance, Payday, and they're currently in the works of publishing a new Painkiller game. I don't know what Painkiller is. I should have probably researched it, but I ran out of time.
Yeah, I was already waiting around.
So yeah, that.
Hell yeah.
Then we got an announcement of a game called The Anacrusis, which is a co-op horde mode kind of game, like zombies but not zombies. Yeah.
Anacrusis.
Okay. Anacrusis, yeah.
Yeah.
Then we saw some New World, which is the Amazon Games game. MMO.
Because Amazon wants a slice of that like multi-billion-dollar game industry fund, so
yeah boy. Fair enough. I get it. That's what it is. Then we saw not Final Fantasy, Fast and Furious in Rocket League. Sorry, I put FF and I just instantly read that as Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy in Rocket League. Nah, Fast and Furious in Rocket League.
I'm completely blanked that out of my brain. I do not remember that. Shows how important and much everyone cares. I guess
we all care about that one.
There's a few. I mean, I'm even sure Rocket League fans would be like, "Yay!" Anyway.
Yeah, I feel like they would be. Like, why show that there? Who cares?
Just another like £10 DLC for a few cars and that.
Yeah. Then we saw a bunch of like just random games, and I'll list them here: Vampire the Masquerade Blood Hunt, Dark Pictures House of Ashes, Tales of Arise, Skylar Petite Prince, Planet of Lana, which actually Planet of Lana looked really interesting. That was the like hand-painted one. Yeah. It gave me like Kena Bridge of Spirits vibes, but
2D.
But 2D, and I reckon I'll play that. That looks really, really cool. Overwatch 2, they announced a couple characters, even though one was already in Overwatch, so I don't
Did they announce any characters?
Doesn't Baptiste?
Baptiste. No, he's already in Overwatch 1.
Is he?
Yeah.
So Baptiste and Sombra, they just showed new outfits.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Baptiste and Sombra, 100% both in Overwatch 1, yeah.
Wow, okay. Then you got D&D, A Dark Alliance, Paladins thing, Monster Hunter Stories 2, Wings of Ruin. Then we got another musical performance in a game called Wave Break shown. but I couldn't see the game because these guys were singing in front of it.
Yeah.
With this terrible kind of overlay effect. Oh,
Is it like they were in the game, but at the same time the game was over them? It was like you couldn't decide which one to do. It was horrible.
My brain was like going crazy trying to figure out what was going on.
And the song went on for way too long as well. It was like 5 minutes long.
It did. The song was cool. I kind of dug it, but like, yeah, it was weird. So that was a thing. Endless Dungeon, which is a roguelike, right?
No, I thought it was a tower defense game in the end, because I thought it was a roguelike.
Oh, no, it is. Yeah, it was a tower defense game. Then they showed, they talked about Ratchet and Clank Rift Apart. They just talked about, they were doing a stream.
For like the first hour or something, weren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. Then, Giancarlo?
You good?
Giancarlo is Spazio. Giancarlo is Spicio.
Oh, we need to turn Ben on and off again. He's broken.
Giancarlo from Far Cry 6 talks about Far Cry 6 by Rip Company.
Gustavo Fring from Breaking Bad dude. Yeah, exactly, yeah.
And while we were watching it, we just commented on the furniture in his house. We didn't talk about the game at all.
It was very weird. Yeah, there was like a exercise chic, and there's like two chairs next to each other. With like there's two exact like lampshades next to each other, shoved into a corner.
It was a fucked up house, mate.
Just looked like his spare room or something, didn't it?
Giancarlo, you have a weird name and also a weird house.
Exactly. But you're a great actor, especially in Breaking Bad.
Yeah, which is the only thing but not in Rape Company game.
No.
I'm sorry you got dragged into it. Sorry. Nier Automata and Fall Guys crossover. Okay.
That was weird. I forgot about that, yeah.
Yeah. Genshin Impact thing. I don't know. They announced a new developer. A new developer called Deviation Games.
Yeah.
And they're working on something or other, but they're actually partnered with PlayStation. So, yeah.
That's what we'd like to see in the future. Because the whole time they were talking about, like, oh yeah, we're going to make this really cool thing. And we were like, just show it to us then. Stop talking about, like,
yeah.
Great.
I was like, okay. Well, yeah, that's a thing. Sonic Unleashed performance by the orchestra.
Oh yeah, God.
It was nice.
Unnecessary. There was not really any Sonic news at all, so it was a bit
exactly
random.
Like if they like showed something for like the new Sonic game coming out, like I'd get it, but they didn't. So what was the point?
Unless it's like Sonic Unleashed 2, God forbid.
Oh my God, nah. They obviously, I don't know. Then we saw some stuff from Back 4 Blood, which is interesting.
It looks like Left 4 Dead. Well, yeah, it looks identical to Left 4 Dead. Yeah.
I mean, it's the second game from it.
Well, I mean, there's Left 4 Dead 1 and 2. It's developed by. Is it developed by Steam? Is it then?
It's Warner Bros, but it's the same game.
Oh, it's the same.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, it is the same thing. Yeah.
But
That's why it confused me.
It's just a. I don't know. I'm pretty sure
Valve,
it is.
Not Steam. Yeah. Because no, I think it was from the same developers as Left 4 Dead. That's what it said.
Right.
But I don't know. That's going to make quite a lot of people happy. I know a lot of people that love the Left 4 Dead games, but haven't had anything to play for ages.
Yeah. I mean, what do you think about that game, though?
I mean, it looked interesting. Not for me personally, but I think it would work well on the PS5 with loads of zombies. It's one of those like over-the-top horde.
Like, I mean, even Days Gone in PS4 did it like amazingly.
Yeah, it's just gonna be like that. But it's first-person shooter survival. Get to the end of the level without getting overrun type of game, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, like it's not. I think if I had a couple bros and like about a group of 4 of us, and we'll just chill in playing it. I reckon that'd be a lot of fun. But on my own, no.
Or with random people, I can't see it being.
Or or random people. So that's the thing. Then we saw some more of Tunic, which was a game we saw like 4 years ago or something ridiculous. Is that the one that's about
like the little fox or something?
Yeah. Yeah. Looks quite nice. Yeah, it is what it is.
It's like one of those like cozy sort of games, isn't it?
Yeah. Then we saw Tribes of Midgard, which was this Norse mythology game, and it got me fucking flashbacks from Valhalla, and it ruined my life because now everything Norse related makes me want to kill myself.
I know, God of War Ragnarok.
Oh my god. I hope that's an exception, please. But yeah, saw that. Evil Dead the game. I have no connection to Evil Dead, the show or the film, so
I didn't realize it was a show, I thought it was just a film.
yeah, I think it's a show as well. So I can't comment on the game. It looks okay, I guess, but it was just a
zombie
bit
game.
eh.
It feels like.
Yeah.
And was it zombies? I can't even remember.
It was more like horror-y. I don't know. It was weird. Yeah, and then that was the end. And Jeff Keighley kind of talked for a bit. He was like, "Yeah, well, it was great." And then he was like, "Now for our last announcement, I want to just say how grateful I am that this company trusted in my vision of Summer Games Fest and to blah 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 blah."
Yeah, exactly. Like, go on, tell us of the last announcement then.
Yeah, and it was like, "Now ready for this truly spectacular." Sneeze.
Bless you. And you can tell he was very excited. Like, he was like almost holding back a smile and that.
Yeah, he was just so excited, and it's truly spectacular world premiere. It is finally time, and he was just really excited.
It's real.
And then we saw this arm, and we saw this sort of a CG trailer, and then it came up with Bandai Namco from Software. Yeah. Instantly, I freaked out, lads. Of course I freaked out. Oh my god, it's fucking Elden Ring, boys.
People were going crazy and also asking, what is Elden Ring and what is this? But the chat was going crazy.
Oh my god. It's happening. Elden Ring, guys. Elden Ring is real and it looks amazing. I've watched the trailer quite a few times since Thursday now. Maybe at least once a day, but like twice on some days.
It's like a ritual.
But yeah, graphically, I've seen a lot of people saying like graphically it doesn't look as good as like Demon's Souls, and I'm like, yeah, you're right. But you have to remember this game's made on last gen.
Yeah, exactly. Whereas the whole point of Demon's Souls is for it to look good and load fast on the PS5. Because obviously it's a remaster by Viewpoint Games.
Yeah, so it's a shame it is like on previous gen, but like production would have started like way before like next gen stuff was a thing, so it's fair. Yeah. And like the thing with this, like I'm not desperate on really amazing graphics, you know what I mean? Like the game's going to be great. Exactly, so I'm not too bothered. But we didn't see a lot, but the gameplay looks sick, and I am truly excited. The character models for all the enemies and stuff look amazing. Obviously they always do in Soulsborne games.
It's the main focus after all.
Yeah. And yeah, I mean it's coming out January 21st, 2022. Yes, yeah.
So quite
we got a release date
7 months, yeah.
2 days after your birthday.
Exactly.
Little birthday present for you, Jake. Although I don't even know if you're going to play it.
I probably will. I said I really need. Oh god, hiccups. He's getting to Dark Souls and Bloodborne and.
You need to either play Bloodborne or Demon's Souls.
Which one would you recommend?
I feel like for your first one, play Demon's Souls.
After
just because
it was the intro to to find the genre. So.
Exactly, and it's obviously the most basic because it is the first one, but it's still very complex. But like and then play Bloodborne.
That sounds good.
And then you'd probably be right for Elden Ring. And then if you want to play Dark Souls, you can, but it's up to you. But yeah. Anyway, I'm hyped for Elden Ring. I'm ready. And that was obviously that was the highlight of the Summer Games Fest event.
Yeah.
That for me, it was the only two things I really didn't care about was Elden Ring and the Death Stranding director's cut.
I mean, that was a couple other two things I really remember as well. It feels like so.
Yeah, there was a couple other things like I was interested in. I'm like, oh, I might play that, like Jurassic World Evolution 2, Salt and Sacrifice. There's another thing. Oh, Planet of Lana. Like they were good games I'm interested in as well, but yeah.
It's one of those games you're like, oh, that looks cool, and then you don't see it for like 3 years, and then you buy it on sale or something.
That's true. That is true. So what's your thoughts on the Summer Games Fest, I guess?
Yeah, I mean, it was like overall it was quite boring, to be fair. The middle bit, 'cause obviously the director's Death Stranding cut was at the very start, then Elden Ring's at the very end. So the middle bit was very bland. It's like the color beige almost. I was like, yeah, I've seen it a million times before with these types of games, but yeah, it is what it is. You gotta like watch all the bad stuff to get to the big announcement at the end, isn't it?
Yeah, but it shouldn't be like that. It should, like, they should have had a few bigger announcements and cut out a lot of the stuff that didn't need announcements.
Yeah, there was a lot of filler. It was mostly filler.
It really was. The event could have been like 20 minutes and it'd been fine.
100%.
Yeah. Which is a bit ridiculous, really. Yeah. So we can move on to the next event.
That sounds good.
Anything you want to talk about that? Yeah, there wasn't much more to talk about that guy.
Goodbye,
next
Jeff
we
Keighley.
had. Yeah, bye, Jeff Keighley. Thank you for nothing. Except for Elden Ring. You gave us Elden Ring, so thank you. Oh, Jake's making noises.
I did. I dropped my lid because it always comes off because my cup's broken. Look, I have two identical ones. They've both got water in.
Don't fiddle with it then.
I'm sorry. I need water. I'm like a plant.
Fuck that. Alright then. Next we had the Netflix Geek Week, which I didn't watch, so we can't talk about it. Plus, I don't care.
I didn't realize that was too soon. I thought it was like later in the week.
Nah, that was Friday. And they showed a bunch of shit and then like a tiny bit of Witcher. And I mean, like, it was like 3 seconds. I watched the teaser and I was like,
oh, lovely. Was it just like the title like card? Almost?
Nah, that was like it was not worth it. So that was that. Then Saturday.
The Ubisoft?
There was no event on Saturday. I don't remember.
No.
Nah, there's no event on Saturday. No. Sunday comes around and we came to Xbox and Bethesda Showcase. Exactly. The big one. This was the one I was obviously excited about. I mean, it's Xbox and Bethesda. Like, it was going to be good, right?
Yeah, I mean, both companies together would have been okay, but together there's got to be something good in there.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you just said both companies together would be okay, but both companies together is going to be.
Both companies separate would have been okay. You know what I mean? You got it.
Maybe I got it, but the dim people out there, they haven't got it. I don't think Super Tuber Eddie's got it. I think he's sitting there listening to the podcast while he's driving along or something, and he's like, "Man, what did Jake just say? Man, I'm so confused right now."
Yeah, together, what?
So I needed to explain your incompetence, so
I got you.
Everyone would understand.
Take a detour for like a couple of minutes just to boost that watch time. That's exactly why I did it. See, I'm going back to the start.
That's right.
You said I'm learning. 100%.
You're supporting the channel. That's right, Jake.
Oh, yeah.
Because then we can get monetized and we can make a penny every month, which I just can't wait for.
Me too. We'll have those condenser mics in no time.
Yeah, boy. Yeah. Anyway, the Xbox event opened with Todd Howard, the legend, the myth, the man, whatever the fuck.
The Skyrim
I'm not gonna lie. I forgot how much of a nerdy voice he's got.
Me too. He just, yeah.
He started talking. I was like, wow, yeah. It's funny. I like him though. He's a lad.
Yeah, he's great.
Yeah, and he started talking about like Xbox and shit.
The partnership, wasn't it? Yeah, I watched it this morning actually. So.
Oh, good. It should be fresh in your mind.
Exactly.
And then he went on to talk about Starfield. Obviously, a game we're all eagerly anticipating and very intrigued about, and want to see more of because we've only seen a title screen. That was that. And then it went. So yeah, he was talking about it and talking about how it's very it's a long. It's been working on it for a while. Like, so what's it? What's the saying?
He was saying like oh, we've always dreamed of this game, blah, 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 but now we finally have the hardware to be able to develop it. He said something like that, yeah.
Yeah, which is very interesting to me. It seems like they've definitely trying to push for something. I reckon it's something like full space traversal or something like that, you know what I mean? But, yeah, so that was interesting, and, you know, he didn't back it up, because what we got later was a CGI trailer, which was fine.
Yeah.
It was very interesting. It kind of set the tone of Starfield, and we kind of got an idea of maybe the story and characters and stuff.
We just saw like one ship on one planet, and that was it, really, wasn't it? In the inside of it.
And that was it. And we got a release date, 11th of November, 2022.
Yeah, 11/11/22, as it said on the spaceship dashboard, wasn't it?
Yeah. And it confirmed it's officially Xbox console exclusive and coming to PC.
They said it a few times.
I had no doubt it would be, and I think if you thought it was coming to PS5, you are delusional. Why would they? So that's the thing. Anyway, they revealed that, and the release date. Yeah, the release date is like exactly 11 years to the release date of Skyrim, to the date.
Is it? I did Skyrim come on the 11th as well.
Yeah, 2011.
Oh, nice. Did not realise that.
So, I don't know if that's planned or not. I mean, it is definitely planned.
Yeah, yeah.
They didn't just do that by accident. So, that's the thing. And that's all we got.
Yeah, I mean, a little bit less than we thought we'd get, but yeah, at least we got something, I guess.
I don't think we needed anything more. I think we wanted more. I think we were expecting more, so we thought we needed it. But I also think most of us were expecting the release date to be either this year or early next year.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, because it's such a long way release date. I'm surprised they even gave one. Like, they can't really predict how well development's going to go for the next, year and a half, really.
Cyberpunk.
Exactly, yeah. It's going to come out, we swear.
Yeah. 6 months later.
Exactly, yeah.
Still
I thought it was
out.
a bit odd of them to have a release date so far in the future, but...
It was. Especially without gameplay, and I think that's what's weird. Like, they could have said late 2022 or something like that, but I don't know, maybe they wanted to try and start some hype, which they did, to be fair.
True. I was certainly like, ooh, space.
Yeah. I mean, here's the thing, right? Like, yes, it would have been nice to have seen gameplay, or at least a gameplay trailer. We didn't have to see a whole demo. But because the game isn't coming out till late next year, I'm not desperate to see it. No. Like, if the game was coming out this November and we still hadn't seen gameplay, that's when I'd be worried. But we have a year and a half to go.
Yeah, we still got.
They'll show things next year. Next year will be when we get gameplay, and that's enough time. Like, if they showed gameplay now, like, I feel like it's too early, because either it'll be unfinished and it won't be, the full what it should be. That's what happened with the Halo Infinite demo. Don't know if you remember that, guys.
Yeah.
Or we'll see it, and then by the time we come around to next year, the hype would have already died, because we'd have seen gameplay a year ago.
Yeah, exactly. And then we would have all forgotten about the game or something until they released another trailer or something like that.
Exactly. So I think it's a smart move. I imagine, I feel like Xbox at least have kind of learned the lesson to not show gameplay unless it's ready. And the game's still a year and a half out. Like, the gameplay doesn't have to be finished right now.
Yeah.
But in a year's time, they'll have their demo, they'll have their gameplay trailer, we'll see it. If we don't see it next E3, then I'll be worried. Then I'll be like,
because it'll be
what's
coming
happening?
out in half a year's time, and it'll be like,
Exactly. Like, we don't need to see it right now. We just don't. I think what is happening, and I think Eddie, SuperTuber Eddie, he was kind of talking about this on Twitter, and I feel like even myself, when he was talking on Twitter, he was kind of saying his point, and I feel like a lot of us misunderstood what he was saying. And he probably kind of talked about it on the True Gamer podcast that we released on whatever the day it was, Monday.
Oh, yeah.
And, or Tuesday to you non-patron folk.
Those peasants.
And he was saying that he wasn't, necessarily annoyed that it was a CG trailer. I think he was, he would have liked seeing gameplay and wanted to see gameplay, for sure, because we all did. But I think it was just frustrated that people were saying that it was their game of the E3. My most anticipated game, most hyped game is Starfield. And he's like, you haven't seen it, though. You haven't seen it.
I get you, yeah, because it's still so far off as well. It's well, I guess this would be most anticipated. But yeah, exactly what he says. You haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, you haven't seen it. And I'm like, yeah, I get you. But I feel like at the same time, like, it's Bethesda. And I know Bethesda haven't got the best track record recently. I feel like Fallout 76 is...
Exactly.
You know, but there are people who like Fallout 76. I don't know why, but there are. There's people like Fallout 4, Skyrim, obviously. And I like, at the end of the day, no matter if Bethesda, even if Bethesda do one wrong game, they've still made all their incredible games. Fallout 4, Skyrim, you know what I mean? Like these, like especially Skyrim. And I feel like people are looking at that and thinking, wow, this company made my favorite game of all time. Because a lot of people, Skyrim is a lot of people's favorite game of all time. My favorite game of all time, or at least one of them.
Even Fallout 4 as well, yeah.
Yeah. And now they're making a sci-fi space game. I may not know what it's about or what it is, but the vibe from the CG trailer was really sick. I like the idea of a space game made by Bethesda. I like the idea of what it could be. Todd Howard seems really passionate about it, that kind of thing. So why shouldn't it be people's most hyped game? It may not see what it is yet, but maybe they just don't care about the other things we saw. Maybe they don't care about Elden Ring. Maybe they don't care about Breath of the Wild 2, Forza Horizon, whatever it might be. And maybe I feel like that's fine. I don't see a problem with that, honestly. I feel, it's not my most anticipated game. Honestly, I need to see more. I do need to see more of Starfield because I'm not a big fan of space things anyway. A lot of the time, like sci-fi, it's not really my thing.
I am.
See, it's Jake's thing. Exactly. So I think he may have a different opinion.
Bring me that Elite Dangerous. Bring me that No Man's Sky.
So I do need to see more personally, and I do want to see gameplay and like to determine if I want to play it properly or not. But if someone truly likes a sci-fi game or sci-fi stuff and space things, and they like what Bethesda do, and Todd Howard, and the CG trailer really appealed to them, because I think it was a good CG trailer, like it set off the tone of the game a little bit, I think.
Yeah. Cool.
I think it could be someone's most anticipated, personally. What do you think, though?
Again, it makes sense for it to be people's most anticipated, but I would be like cautious about it, Like you can be hyped about it, but you can be like cautiously hyped almost. Like don't get your hopes up too much. Don't like anticipate it to being something amazing and massive, just in case it's not.
Yeah.
I mean, that's all I have to say, really. I can't really think of anything else. That's, yeah. Just be cautious, isn't it? I mean, after with Cyberpunk, we've seen it too many times. Fallout 76 even. Being like, oh, it's such a big game, it's going to be so amazing and brilliant, and then it's really disappointing and underwhelming. So as long as they're like cautious and don't pre-order it, has anybody learned the lesson with pre-ordering games yet?
Yeah, see, I thought I had learned my lesson, but then I pre-ordered games like Ratchet and Clank, and I'm like, yeah, fair, I'm going to keep pre-ordering games.
That's a safe bet, though. Well, is it? I don't know. You never know, do you?
And Resident Evil 8. And I've already pre-ordered Kana, so
I guess if people have like review copies and they say it's good, and they're not hiding other like versions of the game on other consoles, then I guess it's kind of a safe bet. I don't know.
That's the thing. So yeah, that was CG trailer number 1 in the showcase, by the way. Just gonna point out there. CG trailer number 1. But I mean, yeah, have you got actually any thoughts about Starfield? Because obviously I've said, like, personally at the moment, not that interested. Have to see more. But what about you? Because I know you're more of a space person.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, I'm really interested in the whole concept. It just depends how well they do it. And you really need to see more and, like, what the gameplay is going to be like. Because it's all good and well being like, yeah, it's set in space. Yay. But then the bulk of it could just be on, like, one planet, like Skyrim or something, for all we know. If it's going to be a space game, you've got to be able to get into your ship, fly to another planet, and land yourself, in my opinion. Not just like fast travel to another planet via your ship. It depends how good that is, I guess. Depends how in depth they do it, I don't know. Again, I need to see more to have a proper opinion, but I'm like I said, like cautiously excited for it.
Mm-hmm. I think so. I agree with that. I think they will do something like that, because I think obviously Todd Howard talking about the technology and hardware and saying we finally got it. and the game is a next gen exclusive. Keep in mind, but yeah, so it is a next gen exclusive, which is promising. That means it might actually have some things that will make it only be able to run on Series X and PC.
Yeah, I want to be able to put myself in orbit around the planet. Come on.
Yeah, boy, that's what we all want.
But at the same time, they can't like design and make a whole planet, so you shouldn't be able to. I don't think you'll be able to land on like any part of a planet, right? So then there's the whole like.
Unless the game is procedurally generated.
We've had enough procedurally generated games, space games, No Man's Sky, Elite Dangerous. You know, there's only enough room for 2 infinite universes in my house.
How did Elder Scrolls start?
Was it procedurally generated? Was it?
The first Elder Scrolls game, the first couple, I think, Daggerfall, procedurally generated.
And it was online. No, it's not.
No, that's not. That's an MMO.
Yeah.
But the first couple Elder Scrolls, procedurally generated. What if with new tech, they really advance on it and it's like properly good, like actually is like, you know, is really good, kind of thing. So we can have full planets.
Yeah. Again, because that's kind of the problem with No Man's Sky. It's like all the entire planets are procedurally generated. You can walk around an entire planet and it'll take you like a whole day in real life.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, but it's like great. Each planet's their own, but they're like nothing's really exciting on them. Yeah, it's just more different plants and trees.
Yeah, well, this is why we got to see more Starfield, so we know
exactly. It's got to be densely populated to be interesting, like a whole planet, you know. But
exactly. Like,
depends on where they do it.
I need to see more, but I am fine and okay with other people being like, yeah, this is what I want and I can't wait for this game. Because Elden Ring, for example, I was beyond hyped from just a fucking from knowing From Software making it. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
Like,
it depends on the
because it's a From Software game. Because George R.R. Martin, the person who made Game of Thrones books, Song of Ice and Fire books, is somehow working on it. Like that idea and that prospect is really exciting. God of War 2. I'm so hyped for that. We've seen a title.
And it being delayed and that's it, yeah.
Like, I know God of War is God of War 2018 is one of the best games ever made. I get that. So the sequel is obviously going to be better. Not better, and it's going to be like that.
It's got to be.
So good, I get that. And Elder, but some people won't be excited by that. Some people won't be excited by just seeing God of War 2 trailer teaser and it's just a title because maybe they weren't too into the first God of War 4 2018.
Yeah, precisely.
And similar, a lot of people weren't that hyped for Elden Ring. When we just got the title. Because they're not too into the Souls games. So it just depends what you're into, I guess. But yeah, I think I'm not, but it's okay if other people are. That's my opinion on it, really.
Have your own opinion. It's okay if you agree or disagree. Hell yeah.
Yeah. All right. Moving on. That's a reference to something. Jake won't get that. I fucked it, by the way.
Another failed reference from Ben. Everyone's disappointed.
Yeah, boy. Next we got an actual like demo gameplay this time, not a CG trailer, gameplay for a game called Stalker 2.
Stalker 2.
It's coming out next year. It's the Chernobyl game.
Ah, yes. Yeah.
Which we saw a couple E3s ago or another event, and it looked really interesting. We saw it here, and I am actually really interested. I think I might play it. I think I might get it
really?
And play it. I think so. It looks
Is it exclusive or not? Is it just day one Game Pass?
It's a timed exclusive.
Right, I see.
So it's on Xbox for a bit, and then it's going to come to PlayStation,
exactly.
Presumably, eventually. Similar to like I guess Final Fantasy VII Remake. How that's like
for a month or so, wasn't it?
Like a year, but okay.
Oh, was it a year?
Yeah. I mean, it's still not on Xbox, and it's been over a year, so it is time it's due, so it's meant to be on Xbox soon. Anyway, Stalker 2, yeah, for me, I actually dug it a lot. It looked really interesting. It had this kind of like Death Stranding vibe a little bit, like when you kind of when you're trying to avoid the BTs in Death Stranding. Like it had that
makes
kind of
sense.
feel at points when you're going through Chernobyl. And it's like aliens do Chernobyl. You know what I mean? It's great. So yeah, Stalker 2, Game Pass day one. Same with Starfield, by the way. Game Pass day one. Stalker 2, Game Pass day
it's
one.
like after every title we saw, it was like Game Pass day one. Obviously, it didn't say it, but it should have. Like it said, world premiere last year.
World premiere.
Yeah. It should have gone Game Pass day one or something like that.
Game Pass day one.
Precisely.
Did you think of anything about Stalker 2?
I was just like, oh look, it's another game. Moving on. That was literally my only opinion. It didn't really hook me as it hooked you, apparently.
That's interesting actually. I'm really into it. I think I might have to play it.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah. Next we saw some Back 4 Blood. Again, it's basically what we saw at Summer Games Fest.
Trailer, yeah.
So yeah. That was that. Next we saw a game called Contraband. It was a CG trailer.
Yes,
so
this
CG trailer number 2.
To me. Yeah, because I thought it was like Forza 5 or something at first. Sure, they're in a garage or something in those cars.
Oh, why Forza 5?
Forza Horizon 5.
Oh, Forza Horizon 5.
Yeah, not Motorsport.
Yeah. So Contraband, exclusive, Xbox exclusive, cool CG trailer. Yeah, I don't know anything about it. So that's one of the things where I'm like, okay, I do not know anything about this. I don't have any attachment to it.
Yeah, it said open world co-op treasure hunter game, I think.
Yeah,
but that's
I don't really. So that is a thing where I'm like, okay, we do need to see more of that. Like, I'm
100%.
not, and that's okay. Like, they're just starting to try and build some hype. It's fine.
Just to get the ball rolling. It's just been pushed down the hill. It's
exactly.
To gain speed yet.
I can't remember. I don't think they announced a release date for that, so it's not like it's coming out this year or maybe even not next year. So it's fine.
All it says was just Game Pass day one.
Yeah, they're just getting the name out there, which is fine. Next, we got Sea of Thieves expansion. Jake,
yes, yeah.
Who was in the Sea of Thieves expansion?
It was Jack Sparrow, of course.
Yeah,
he's got to be the worst pirate I've ever seen.
Sorry?
He's got to be the worst pirate I've ever seen.
Hey, what do you mean the worst pirate?
That's what they say in the film. That's the line.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, Ben.
Yeah, I'm not getting the references now.
No, I know. It's disappointing.
Anyway, so, yeah, a new update. Looks cool. Sea of Thieves, haven't played it in ages.
No.
Used to play it a lot with you, didn't we?
Yeah, it was a good time. It's fun just to mess
I used to
around.
quite like it. I might have to get back into it at some point. Maybe.
Yeah, now it looks like it's got an actual story and everything with this new expansion.
We should probably hop into it, Jake.
Good game to stream, to be fair.
Yeah, like when the update comes out, we could hop into it. Wait, did you sell your Xbox?
Yeah, you did too, didn't you?
I have PC, so I can play on PC.
But
course. Did you sell your Xbox?
Yeah, I did.
We can't play it then. I can play it. Jake, so I'll stream it, and maybe I'll get some people who have Xboxes, and we can play some Sea of Thieves and see what the what the pirate thing is all about. That'd be fun. Or Pirates of the Caribbean thing is all about.
Yeah, I'm interested if it's going to be like an actual story, because Sea of Thieves at the moment is just almost like a battle pass thing where you go collect treasure and kill people and collect animals, and that's what was like when we played it.
Yeah, it got very repetitive, but it was like fun with friends.
Yeah, exactly, because you could just like dick each other over in that.
yeah, and that's what I quite liked about it. I want to know who voice acted Jack Sparrow.
It sounded like Johnny Depp. It was really well done, to be fair.
It wasn't Johnny Depp. Right?
It sounded like
it sounded like Johnny Depp. Right? It was like almost Johnny Depp. It sounded like the Kingdom Hearts voice actor.
Oh, that's a good shout too. I mean, it makes sense if it is.
I feel like it's the Kingdom Hearts voice actor, but I'm not sure. I have to look it up at some point, but it just sounded like it. It just, I don't know. It was like that kind of Johnny Depp, but not quite. You know what I mean? So yeah, that's cool. Coming out next week.
I didn't realize it was so soon.
So that's cool. 22nd of June. Then Yakuza Like a Dragon coming to Game Pass. Okay, and we saw some clips from Yakuza. Yakuza looks mad. I've never seen anything from
That's
it or
what I
gameplay
was
and
thinking.
stuff.
I was like, my god, there's like lobsters wielding
I know.
swords.
I'm like, I want to play it at some point, but I was just like, what the fuck is going on here?
Like I know, like the basic gameplay, but I didn't realize I haven't seen those clips before. Like the guy baking a cake and like absolutely murdering that guy with it.
It was mad, really. So that's cool. Then we saw Battlefield 2042 gameplay, which is exciting.
This looked good.
Yeah, I'm hyped, not gonna lie. I'm ready for a new Battlefield game. I like Battlefield 1, and that's the last one I played. I actually really liked Battlefield 1. And I played a bit of the Cops and Robbers one. I can't remember what it's called.
Hardlines, I think it is.
That's it. I played a bit of those two. They're the only Battlefield games I played. Yeah. So
I played 4 as well, and 4 was good, and I liked 4. And this next one, 2042? Yeah, I can't remember exactly. It looks like 4, but with better graphics, bigger stages, and also natural disasters. And
a bit more futuristic.
Exactly, yeah. Oh yeah, of course.
You know what? Yeah. It's not... And like, I know a lot of people complain like COD, but it's like future.
Oh, Advanced Warfare.
This game is only 21 years in the future. It's close enough that it's not crazy. I feel like it's quite a good date. It's like they can be a little bit creative, but it's still like in our near future.
Yeah,
so that the tech isn't like mad.
Yeah, it's almost like a lot of that time frame, so they can almost do some crazy stuff and really not have to worry about current technology to call it modern.
Yeah, like even the stuff in that trailer and like what we saw, a lot of that we have. A lot of the tech we kind of do have. It might be in short supply and there's not a lot of it, but in early development. But a lot of that kind of stuff we kind of do have in like military and that. So it's just a case of it becoming more mainstream by that date. You know what I mean? Like that's kind of what it is.
It looked good, and we still have the like classic Battlefield of somebody getting a quad bike onto a roof, loading it with C4 and crashing it into a helicopter.
Yeah, that was cool.
Battlefield, yeah.
I want to get it. I want to get Battlefield. Hopefully, we'll get some people playing and we can have some good squads. I reckon it'll be fun.
With like 120 people online.
Oh, that's amazing. The only catch, it's 70 quid.
Yeah, I saw that, and I was like £70 for a multiplayer. Because they've already confirmed there's no campaign or single player, so pricey.
Yeah, which sucks. If it had like a nice campaign, like the Battlefield 1 campaign was short, but it was really nice.
Like chapters, like different stories.
Yeah, it makes sense, but 70 quid for only multiplayer and like 6 maps. Granted, I know the maps are big in Battlefield, but I mean,
they're really pushing for the whole full price. Yeah.
It's going to be one of those ones where I wait a couple of weeks, I think.
Yeah, maybe like catch on a sale or something.
Well, yeah. I might just wait a couple of weeks, wait until people say, oh yeah, it's great, a lot of fun, then I'll get it, and then I can play with a bunch of bros, I think.
Because for £70, it's got to be the best multiplayer game.
Yeah, it has to be. And then COD will come out, and that'll be like 70 quid as well, and it'll be like, ooh, okay. But, yeah. Then we got a little teaser trailer thing of 12 minutes, which is a game I'm really anticipating. Yeah, I've been highly anticipating this game. We finally got a release date, August 19th, 2021. Super close. Definitely going to be streaming that when it comes out for sure. On PC, obviously, because I haven't got an Xbox.
Yeah.
Interestingly, we found out this game's a timed exclusive.
Is it?
Yeah, before we were all just presuming it was an exclusive to Xbox because that's the way they kind of advertised it. But it is just a timed exclusive, which is, I mean, Xbox, like, another game that's going to be coming to PlayStation eventually.
Exclusive grasp, yeah.
So, yeah. But I'll play it on PC because it's not going to be a difficult game to run, is it? 100%. And I want to play it as soon as it comes out, so... God, my eyes itchy for hay fever. Fuck it.
I was about to say, I can keep you here and use, like, sneeze over there. Oh, God, hiccups.
Yeah, this hay fever is bad this week. Anyway.
Imagine being allergic to the summer. God.
No, fucking dumb. Who fucking... What? Why? Why did evolution be like, yo, let's make these humans allergic to grass? The thing that's all around you. Come on.
God. See, I'm over here.
Anyway.
No allergies.
Then we saw Psychonauts 2. Cool. I know a couple of people are really hyped for this. I've never played
There's
Psychonauts.
a couple of old Psychonauts fans, yeah.
Never played it, so not really sure. But I might pick it up when I get an Xbox. Eventually, I might play it on Game Pass or whatever. Or it's on Game Pass, so I might play on PC. I don't know. But yeah, that might be a lot of fun. But yeah, Psychonauts 2. I don't know if they released a release date. I didn't write it down, so I can't remember.
No, I can't remember either. But I remember it's been announced for a while, so I wouldn't be surprised if they did.
They probably did. I just missed it.
Mm.
Then they showed 10 more games, Bethesda games that come into Game Pass, making 30
yes. Yeah, God,
altogether,
loads, isn't there?
which is sick, making more value to Game Pass. Doom Eternal next gen upgrade, which is coming to PlayStation 5 as well, by the way.
I was curious
obviously.
about that, yeah, because they didn't mention it at all. Yeah,
but it wasn't an Xbox event, so I wasn't expecting them to. But yeah, that is coming to PlayStation as well. Fallout 76 expansions. Okay.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Then we saw a game called Party Animals, which looked mad. Remember this one?
Yeah, I thought it was. Have you heard the game called Gang Beast?
No.
No, I thought it was Gang Beast 2. To be honest, it looks exactly the same.
Oh really?
Yeah,
it's
it's just
really
like
cool.
A multiplayer like beat 'em up game sort of thing.
It reminded me of Human Fall Flat.
Exactly, yeah, that's exactly what Gang Beasts is like as well. It's that sort of like floppy character.
Yeah, it looked fun. Again, another timed exclusive.
Slowly slipping away again.
You know, but it still looks cool and it'll be on Game Pass day one.
Yeah, exactly. Game Pass is really growing. It's absurd.
Yeah. Hades coming to Xbox and PlayStation. I just didn't say it there. But Hades coming to Xbox.
I know.
August
I'm excited
13th.
about that. I really want to play Hades because you know me. I love my rogue likes and lights. Because this is a rogue light. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, me too. I'm really excited. It got so many different like award nominations and won loads of awards. So I'm really excited to play it. I've heard great things. So
this is
I'm ready.
Good rogue light to get into because it's one of those ones where you slowly make progress. So eventually you will beat the game regardless of how bad you are.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. Because I'm back.
It's not something like I don't know, Binding of Isaac, Risk of Rain, like those sort of games where if you die, you lose everything. You don't keep anything. So you will eventually beat towards the end.
Okay. Yeah. Well, that's
Just
I'm looking forward to that. Then we saw a game called Somerville, a game coming out in 2022.
Yes,
remember this one?
Is it by Playdead by any chance?
I don't know. I don't remember.
The same ones who made Limbo and Inside. It's that sort of 2D creepy sort of game, isn't it?
Little bit, yeah. It was like this weird, like how the world was like 3D though. It was weird. Like the world was 3D, and then like, but your character moved on a 2D field.
Oh, so it's one of those like 2.5D games, isn't it? I think they're called.
Yeah, but I feel like it was like the world was completely 3D. You know what I mean? Like it felt like a 3D world. It was weird. It was really cool. I'm looking forward to it. I'm probably gonna play it again. Timed exclusive.
Yeah.
But Game Pass day one. So
very nice.
But I'm looking forward to that one. I'm not gonna lie. It looked weird, creepy. Had some weird themes in it.
Yeah, it's very looks fun. I'll be surprised if it's not by them, to be honest. But
might be. I'm not sure. And then we got the big one, Jake. We got the big boy.
Yes.
Jake knows what I'm talking about, don't you?
I'm gonna guess. Was it the Halo Infinite?
It was Halo Infinite.
Yeah,
well done, Jake.
I was like, I remember the order it came in, but I wasn't sure if there was any more fillers between this that you were excited for.
Yeah, so we got Halo Infinite campaign first. We got a CG trailer.
I know, we didn't get any gameplay for the campaign. I was very concerned about that.
It's worrying. Yeah, I agree. That is worrying. The CG trailer was cool and I really liked it and it made me really, really interested and I'm like, wow. I want to play this game.
I can't remember any of the lore, so it's like, wow, look at this person.
Like, I've never played a Halo game, never actually touched a Halo game in my life. That CG trailer made me really interested. I was like, wow, what's happened to Cortana? Who's this new person? What's going on? What's happening?
Precisely.
I was like, I want to play this. I want to play all the Halo games. I was like, yeah, I want to play all the Halo games. I'm going to play them all. I want to play Halo Infinite. All they needed to just put the cherry on the top to finally push me to play it is campaign gameplay.
Exactly, but there was nothing of that.
Yeah. And the game's supposedly coming out in 6 months.
I know,
or 5 months.
Sad.
And we didn't see any campaign gameplay. And the last time we saw campaign gameplay was when we got that demo that was terrible.
Yeah, and that's why they like recalled it, but started again?
Yeah, they said they reworked a lot of shit.
Reworked
so like
it, yeah.
Where is it? I want to see it. If it's not ready, how is the game going to be out in 5 months?
Exactly. It's
I'm worried. This is the game we need to see gameplay for. Starfield, I don't care about. The other CG trailers that we got for
Contraband,
I don't care about. This is the game we need to see gameplay for. We needed to see campaign gameplay. We just did. And we didn't. So, yeah.
I mean, we saw multiplayer gameplay, and the multiplayer looks good anyway. I mean, most Halo games has amazing multiplayer, so...
We did see multiplayer, and that's next. So we did see multiplayer gameplay, and yeah, like Jake said, it was sick. I never played multiplayer either. So I'm glad we got some multiplayer gameplay, but we needed campaign gameplay though, didn't we? We needed campaign gameplay. So that's that. We found out the multiplayer is free to play, which is interesting. That's great, actually. I think that is great. I think that's a really good move. I think it will bring a lot of people to play it. Like, I mean, I'll be able to play it without buying the game.
Precisely.
It'll bring in a lot of people into Halo, and then they can cash out on other things, microtransactions, whatever. It doesn't matter. Battle pass, whatever. Like, I don't care.
Oh no, Battle Pass.
At the end of the day, I think it's fair. I think that's actually a good thing. I think it's a good way for Microsoft to make some money and be able to get some reception and get some engagement in the game. And then that'll push people to probably buy the full game and play the campaign and get people back onto the Xbox ecosystem.
Hopefully so, because we've both left it like in the past couple of years, haven't we? So
exactly. So you know what? Fine. I don't care if that's what they do. I think that's a good move. It's a smart move. Go for it. But yeah, that's Halo. Do you want to say anything on that before we move on?
No, I mean, it's pretty much have the same thoughts about, obviously, no gameplay trailer. Worrying. Multiplayer looks great. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like classic,
exactly.
like classic Halo gameplay, but better, if anything.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't realize.
Let me go.
Free,
sorry,
but I didn't realize it was free. Going to be free, but so.
Did you watch the event?
I did, but I didn't realize it said it was free.
It did say they did make it a big thing. They're like, they made it a big thing. They're like, free to play.
Wow, I completely missed that.
Well done, Jake. And I bet they make a battle royale mode.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking as well.
Yeah. Next, they showed Diablo 2 Resurrected remastered game, August 21st. Cool. I've never played Diablo.
Neither have I. Yeah.
So maybe I'll play it one day, but today is not that day.
Yeah, I'm sure. Again, there's a few people that'll be happy by it. So.
Sure, that's absolutely right. I reckon a lot of people are hyped about that. I think it's coming to PlayStation as well.
Ah, that's cool. Diablo is quite a big, popular game, so
yeah,
it would make sense too.
Then we got an announcement I'm really excited about. It was a CG trailer. Okay, it was just a CG trailer, whatever. But it went into this street, and it was a very like French-looking street, and I was like, oh.
And then I know this one, yeah.
And then a swarm of rats came down, and I was like, a Plague Tale! I was like, a Plague Tale! And I was also the French voices, like it was the kid. And yeah, saw the trailer, A Plague Tale Requiem, coming out next year, 2022. And I am really excited. I actually loved A Plague Tale. I played it last year, like last January or something. And it was on Game Pass, so I played it. And I loved it a lot more than I thought I did. I would. I actually fell in love.
Quite emotional, yeah.
It was a really great experience. Honestly, it was like, I won't spoil it because I want Jake to play it. I reckon he should. It was great, and I am really, really excited for this sequel. If you haven't played A Plague Tale: Innocence, it's called, I can't recommend it enough. It's very different. The mechanics are really clever. The storytelling is amazing. The voice acting is incredible. The graphics are great. There's these swarms of rats, and the amount of rats they put on the amount of rats that are on screen are amazing. It's incredible. I'm going to replay this game for sure at some point. I just have to before the second one comes out. But yeah, I was not expecting a sequel announcement, and I was so in. I was like, yes. And like, I don't care that we only got a CG trailer. Like, it's coming out next year. It's a sequel, so we already know what to expect. Like,
exactly, yeah.
all they need to do really,
established in that.
Exactly. All they need to do now is next year or whenever, at some point before the game releases, release a full trailer that has a bit of gameplay in there, and a full kind of story trailer.
Yeah.
And that's all they need. I don't necessarily think they need a whole gameplay demo. Like, I'm gonna buy it because it's fucking a Playtale too. Like, I'm hyped for this shit. I am really hyped for it.
Already there for it, yeah.
So I hope you end up playing the first one, Jake.
I hope so.
It's if you ever get an Xbox again, it'll be on Game Pass, or you can get it for like 15 quid on PlayStation, I think.
Oh, I didn't realize it was on PlayStation too. Does that mean the second one's also going to be on PlayStation, or is it an Xbox exclusive?
It's not PlayStation. It's coming to PlayStation, yeah.
Yeah, cool.
I think it's a timed exclusive. I can't remember.
Nice.
But yeah, then we saw Rape Company Far Cry 6 game. More Far Cry 6, and honestly, it looks shit.
Yeah,
it looks shit. I don't know what they've done with the lighting and the graphics, but it looks almost like an early PS4 game.
It looks very blown out and high contrast sort of thing.
Yeah. The explosions look terrible. I was just looking at the trailer and watching the explosions and the muzzle flare, and it was shocking.
Oof.
Oh, they look like 2D PS3 explosions. And I'm like, what have you done? Like, have you seen Just Cause? Like, oh my god.
Yeah, I like Just Cause.
No, I'm saying Just Cause explosions were great.
Yeah. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, Just Cause 3. Just Cause 4, not so much, but
no, just the explosions were really cool. Like, they looked great. That's what I mean. Whereas Far Cry just looked bad. But yeah, I don't want to talk about Rape Company game anymore.
boo.
Boo. Then we got a little bit of Slime Rancher 2.
Yes, I love Slime Rancher. Give me more.
Oh my god, me too. I was so shocked and so happy. The whole trailer, I was like, oh my god, yes, can't wait for that. Game Pass day 1, 2022. Yeah,
Perfect.
Give it to me.
I literally own Slime Rancher on my PS as well as my Xbox. And I was like, oh god, I'm resisting to play it again on my PlayStation 5. Must resist.
Oh my god. It's so good. It's such a fun, just innocent, chill, relaxing game.
It's one of those cozy games. It's almost like Stardew Valley or Animal Crossing.
Yeah.
Almost.
It's great. You just you have a ranch full of slimes. What's not to love?
Precisely. Everyone should check it out. It's not,
Absolutely.
It's not like a child game.
It's so nice. I love it. Yeah. Then we got a snowboardy game. Kind of thought it was steeped.
Yeah.
At first, and I was like, Ubisoft. But no, it was a new one. Cool. Shredders. It was called.
That's okay. I struggled to read the font because it was all scribbled over each other.
It was difficult, wasn't it? It was
Shreddies, like the breakfast cereal.
Who designed that logo? It's terrible. Shredders. Well, we got that. Cool.
Is it just a snowboarding game? I didn't see any other winter sports.
It looks like it. It looks like it's just snowboarding, which okay. I'm not going to play it.
Fair enough. Yeah.
Not my thing. What about you?
No, I mean yeah, neither will I, to be honest. Again, it's for those people who like steep, want something new almost.
Exactly. And then we saw Atomic Heart.
This looks really interesting.
Yeah. I hadn't heard about this before.
Neither have I, yeah.
Like, at all, but the music was cool, the animations were nice, the graphics were great, the gameplay looked cool.
Yeah.
I'm kind of for it. I'm for it. I really like it.
I want to know more.
Yeah, I do. I want to know more. So hopefully we get more soon. I didn't catch a release date for that either, so I don't know about that. So yeah. Then we got a game called Replaced. 2022 release date. It is like a 2D game.
Yes, I saw this one, but it looked 3D almost. Like, do you see the side of the building? It looked really cool and bricky.
It looked. Yeah, I'm gonna play this. I think another timed exclusive.
I see.
But Game Pass day 1. I think I'll play that. I think it looks really good.
Yeah.
Then we got Grounded update. Okay. Among Us stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Then we got an announcement for this game that I can't read called Euden Chronicle 100 Heroes and Euden Chronicle Rising. I don't care.
Yeah.
Not my thing. Okay. But I'm sure somebody does, so fair. Oh, what's this? The Ascent.
Oh god.
The Ascent. Oh, this is this like isometric kind of Cyberpunk 2077 looking world thing.
Oh yeah.
It's probably a stick shooter.
That makes sense, yeah. Roguelike almost.
Yeah, it's coming out July, timed exclusive. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever, I probably won't play it. Age of Empires 4, again. I actually really want to try and get into Age of Empires. I know I have a PC. I feel like
massive, yeah.
I might. Because they're
better.
horrible
I'm sure
games
it's
to play
better.
on console.
Exactly.
So, yeah. But that's that. Next, I probably had my favorite trailer of the whole event. I did get bamboozled because I did think it was Fable at first. I was like, Fable?
Oh yeah. Because obviously
Fable?
starting the flower that opened and that with a drag. Yeah.
But
They knew
it
what
was,
they
of
were
course,
doing.
The Outer Worlds too. But man,
Yeah.
that trailer was amazing. Obsidian, I have to say, your trailers are always comedy gold. When you did the Grounded one, where last year, where it was like, you like saying like this is not the biggest game of the year or biggest game of the year. That would be Cyberpunk or something like that.
I forgot about that.
Remember
yeah,
that?
Yeah.
Oh, Obsidian make killer game announcement
Their marketing
trailers.
team is
it's stellar. It's really good. So yeah, I've never played Outer Worlds 2, but that trailer, man, it was funny. I liked it. And I'm excited that they're making a second one for people that would like the first one. And
exactly.
I
I've been
don't
meaning
care.
to play the first one because it's almost like Borderlands crossed with Fallout, and it's meant to be
I
really
do.
good. But
I do. But I mean, it's the guys that made Fallout New Vegas made this game.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be great, right? So I do wanna play Outer Worlds, and I probably will at some point. But again, just a CG trailer, but I don't care. This game is a ways out. Like, think of it like how a couple of years ago we got the CGI trailer, the title screen for Elder Scrolls 6, and we're like, just title screen, we know it's happening, but it's a ways out. I feel like this is the same situation with Outer Worlds 2, because they're working on a
only
Avowed.
thing they've worked on is the title screen.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, obviously they know, they were self-aware, they were just putting out there they're working on Outer Worlds 2.
Yeah,
because they've still got Avowed to come out, and that'll come out first, obviously.
I forgot about that game. Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, I think next year maybe we'll see something, I don't know, or we'll see more Avowed or whatever. I don't really know.
We'll
I'm not too bothered about that just being a title screen. It's fine. You know, PlayStation did the same thing with God of War 2, so why, you know?
Exactly.
I'm sure there's some people out there who prefer Outer Worlds to God of War. Because they're mental, obviously, but you know.
Yeah, I'm sure there's somebody out there.
It has to be. Then we got announcement Flight Sim is finally coming to Xbox, with a Top Gun Maverick expansion coming in the future, which is sick.
It's neat, I guess. Get some of those fighter jets in, yeah.
Yeah, that'd be fun. I've played a bit of Flight Sim on PC. It's pretty good. It'd be interesting to see how the Xboxes can handle it, if they can.
Is it on
that'd
all
be for
versions,
sure
or
be
just next
interesting.
gen?
Sorry?
Is it on all versions or just next gen?
I don't know. I'm not sure. Oh, I think it's just next gen.
Yeah, that makes sense. I can't see it working well on like Xbox One.
Yeah, because there was these rumors going around of, you know, Project xCloud.
Yes, the streaming service, right?
Yeah, it looks like they're developing a Project xCloud kind of thing for Xbox One to be able to stream next gen games on Xbox One. So
that's
you'll be able to stream Starfield, Microsoft Flight Simulator on your Xbox One. And I think, you know what? That's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Like, streaming games is not good at the moment. You need to have mad internet for it to work. And not everyone has that. But if you do have the capabilities to do it, that's pretty good. I'm not going to lie. That's a good idea. It'll bring more life to the console and everything like that. But it does mean it might stop people from upgrading right away. I don't know.
It's an interesting play. Microsoft got to try and figure out what they want to do.
Yeah. And then, boys, we had the big one. The big announcement for me. This is the big one
you're most excited for.
And I was not expecting it. I was so shocked.
Yeah, neither
I
was
did not see it coming. Did not see it coming. Forza Horizon 5.
Exactly. I thought they would be working on a motorsport game like before the next Forza one.
So they are. Turn 10 are already working on motorsports, and that got announced like 2 years ago. So I thought, that'd come out, and then they'll get Forza Horizon 5 later. But no, apparently getting Forza Horizon 5 this year, and then probably motorsports the year after. So
fair enough.
Yeah, but it's interesting though, because that means Playground Games are working on Forza Horizon 5 and Fable. So
that's two quite big games, completely different.
Yeah, so that's very interesting. But set in Mexico, what a brilliant setting! That is so much better than England.
England, yeah, because what does England have? Nice countryside, and that's it. Whereas Mexico has obviously the nice deserts and obviously the tropical jungle.
That was a big criticism of 4, and I think a lot of people had the same thing. It got kind of stale quickly because the environment was so similar everywhere, except for when you went to Edinburgh.
Or it's like in the city, urban,
Yeah, so I'm like 3 was great because it was Australia. And it had so many different places and like environments. It was
precisely.
I loved 3. So I'm really, really, really excited for Forza Horizon 5, and I can't wait to hop into it November 9th, boys. And like what they were showing was amazing. Like the features, it just seems like it's improving so much more.
100%. The trailers are always kind of the same though for each Forza game. You know, show off feature, show off nice car, then show like multiplayer, other players driving next to the camera and that.
They literally did like literally the same kind of thing as 3 and 4, and I did clock that when I was watching it. I was like, that's quite funny.
So this is
but
very
like,
similar.
what else are they gonna do? But
exactly, it's the perfect way to show off everything.
I'm fine with it. I can't wait. I really can't wait. And then finally, we got a CG trailer from a new Bethesda game called Redfall, co-op or single player, vampire-y looking game.
Yeah.
Looked interesting.
Arcane Studios, was it?
Yeah, Arcane.
By Bethesda. Yeah, same Dishonored guys. Yeah.
It for sure looks interesting. I can't wait to see more, but I'm not like, oh my god, I can't wait for this, because I don't know what it is.
Same, there's not really much else to say about it. It looks cool, but have to wait and see.
But they've just started the rolling of hype and that kind of thing, which is fine. It's coming out next year though, so that'll be interesting.
Yeah, it's quite a long trailer as well, quite a long CG trailer.
It was. There's a lot of story there, which is nice. And the vibe was kind of nice. There's this kind of comedy kind of thing going on, and I kind of
light-hearted, but also dark, like tones at the same time. Nice contrast.
Yeah, I did like that.
Wasn't there also a section on Bethesda, like Elder Scrolls Online, for a slight bit as well?
Oh yeah, I kind of skipped over that, but there was.
Yeah, not like 3 people probably like it, but
exactly. So yeah, that's the Xbox event. Oh wait, Jake. Oh fuck. We have to roll back, Jake. We have to go back.
Square Enix event.
Summer Games Fest Kickoff Live. What would you rate it out of 10?
Like a 5, you know.
Really?
Yeah. There's some good bits here and there, but overall it's pretty mediocre. So I'm giving it a middling 5. What about you?
Yeah, I'm thinking. You're persuading me. I'm like maybe 5. But
yeah.
No, I'm gonna stick to my guns. I'm gonna stick to my guns. 4.5.
4.5. Fair enough.
4.5. Like, yeah, because literally the only two good things for me were Death Stranding and Elden Ring, and I'm like,
both at the
there was
start and the end.
a lot of shit in there that didn't need to be in the event. There was some stuff in there that did need to be in there that I'm just not too into. Fair enough, but there was a lot there that didn't need to be there. 4.5. Xbox, go.
Nice, that works. Xbox event, slightly higher. I'll give it like a 6.5.
Okay, justify that.
Yeah, justify it. Okay. I mean, there was a lot of stuff, but none of it I'm really interested in, you know? I'm happy for Xbox players. I'm happy they're getting all these, like, exclusives if they're timed. Day 1 Game Pass sounds great. I'm not really into driving games, Forza 5, you know? Like, yeah, it's good. It's a good game, but again, not really into racing games. Halo is good, but I played them, and I'm like, they're mediocre, to be honest. I'm sure there's massive diehard fans that are going to enjoy it. But personally, again, I'm, like, meh about it. And Starfield is what gives it like the 6.5 almost, because like, hey, this is starting to look pretty funky, you know. That's why it boosts up from like a 5 to a 6.5. And there's a few other good stuff there, but I can't, like, it's not that big, and so yeah, 6.5.
Okay. I'm going.
What about you?
A little bit higher with 8.5.
8.5. That's quite a bit higher.
8.5. I thought this was the best Xbox event in a while. It's not the best ever, in a while, in a good few years.
Oh yeah.
Because they took themselves seriously. I wasn't cringed out at all during the whole stream. Nothing cringed me. Like, there was no cringe. They took themselves seriously. They showed games. They didn't like, you know, go world premiere. You know, they just showed you the facts. They were like, the start timed exclusive, Xbox exclusive. If there was nothing, then it's on everything. You know,
I get that.
On Game Pass day 1, they showed you games. There was only like 4 or 5 bits where people were just talking. Phil Spencer said gamer once. You know, it was great. I really think it was. I may not have been interested in every single game, but I was interested in quite a lot of them. I think at least 11, maybe 12 of those games, I'm like, I want to play that. Maybe even more than that, if I actually looked through it.
Still 2, to be fair.
During the event, I was further and further swaying to think, wow, I want an Xbox. I miss having an Xbox. I was like, there's actually so much, you know, it's so much. It's worth having Game Pass and Xbox. I was looking through. I was like,
yeah, they really showed Game Pass off.
I was like, Starfield. I want to play that. That's on Game Pass. Stalker 2. I want to play that. Game Pass. Contraband seems interesting. Might want to play that. It's on Game Pass. Sea of Thieves. Oh, I want to play a bit of Jack Sparrow. I think it would be on Game Pass. Battlefield's not. 12 minutes. I want to play that. Game Pass. Psychonauts 2. Oh, it might be fun to play a bit of that platforming game. Looks a bit fun. It'll be on Game Pass. Party Animals. Oh, that just looks a lot of fun. I want to definitely hop into that.
Just like
it'll be on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Hades. I really want to try that game. It's coming to Game Pass.
Me too.
Somerville looks really interesting. I want to play that. It'll be on Game Pass. Halo Infinite campaign and multiplayer. Obviously, multiplayer is free to play. Mate, I've never played a Halo game, but it'll be on Game Pass. And also, all the previous Halo games are on Game Pass, so I can play them before the new one comes out. Plague Tale 2. Absolutely love the first one. Can't wait to play a new one. It'll be on Game Pass. Slime Rancher 2. Love the first one. Can't wait to play a new one. It'll be on Game Pass. Shredders. That'll be on Game Pass. Atomic Heart. Be on Game Pass. And that looks very interesting as well. Replaced, which is this little platformer. I'll be on Game Pass too. I want to play that. Grounded update. That'd be. I liked Grounded for a little bit. I played it a bit on Game Pass. The Ascent, another game that'll be on Game Pass. Age of Empires, Game Pass. Outer Worlds 2, Game Pass. Flight Simulator, Game Pass. Forza Horizon 5, a game I cannot wait for, and I absolutely want to play. It will be on Game Pass day 1, and same with Redfall as well.
There we go. Yeah.
How many games did I list there? I've just, like, during that whole event, I was suddenly realizing and suddenly clicking the value to Game Pass for £11 a month. That's nothing, really, for those amount of games. And I'm like, Oh my god. And I was like, I was like, I might get an Xbox. I might get an Xbox for next year. I might try and get an Xbox Series X for 2022. And then that Forza Horizon 5 reveal came out. And I was like, November 9th. Okay. How can I set aside £450 so I can get an Xbox Series X before November 9th?
Are they in stock as much as PS5s or?
There's more, but it's still difficult. By then though, it should be fine. Jake, this event sold me an Xbox Series X. I'm convinced.
They're trying to do.
I'm convinced. I'm like, Xbox are back. They're on the road back, and it makes me so happy. As a person who used to love the Xbox 360 and grew up with that console,
of course,
and then was hugely disappointed by the Xbox One generation, I am so excited and so happy to see the Xbox seem to be on the rise. This year, maybe it's a bit of a lull. They got Forza Horizon and Halo. That's basically it. And like 12 minutes and a couple other things. Next year, there's even more. 2023, I think Xbox are going to kill it. I think we'll get Fable. We'll get a bunch of new games that have been announced. Obviously, got Starfield 2022. I think Xbox are going to be big again. They're not going to be Sony. They're not doing what Sony are doing. They're doing things differently. They're not Nintendo. They're not doing what Nintendo are doing. And I like that these three companies are all doing their different things now. And they're not trying to copy each other. And they know they're not doing the same thing. And they're purposely doing different things. And that's great. They're doing their strengths. And I'm so excited to get back into the Xbox family. I'm always going to love my PS5. I'm never going to get rid of this boy, and it's still going to be my main console because I love it to bits. And I love the exclusives that go on that console. But I miss owning an Xbox and going on it and looking through Game Pass and being like, oh, Plague Tale, I've never played that, but I've heard it's pretty good. Maybe I'll download that. I play it, I'm like, oh my god, this is an incredible game, an amazing experience. And I just downloaded that off on whim because I heard a couple good things. I was like, oh, I'll give it a go. And I actually fell in love with it.
Exactly. That's what Game Pass is all about at the end of the day, isn't it?
Exactly.
Being able to play games you wouldn't ordinarily be able to experience.
Yeah. And yes,
or that you would
there's a lot of
buying.
Sorry. There's a lot of shit. There's a lot of bad games in Game Pass. There's a lot of games I'm never going to play. But amongst that dust, amongst that coal, there's a diamond in the rough. You know what I mean? And there is a diamond. There's a gem. And like...
Quite a few of them.
Quite a few of them. And seeing all these games that come into Game Pass, I'm like, all those games added up to value could be like 600 quid. I'm getting that for £11 a month.
There you go. Yeah.
If that. And I think personally it's a great value, and I cannot wait to be back in the Xbox family. I really, really can't. I mean, I don't know about you, but have you been thinking about getting Xbox again?
100%, but I'm about to go to university, and I'm just like, I'm trying to save money. I don't want to spend like £450 on a new console that I won't take with me probably. Fair. So I'm like, I'll just watch other people play the games until I finish.
That is fair, to be fair.
Yeah.
It's a shame. It's a price to be a gamer, Jake, honestly.
Exactly. It's an expensive hobby.
Yeah.
But I mean, to be fair, Xbox has exclusives that I'm not not super overexcited about. Again, with Halo and Forza. And the rest are timed exclusive anyway, it sounds like, so it's just the Game Pass is the main selling point, I guess, of the next gen, it seems like.
I think Game Pass I think it's great. I think PS Plus is amazing. I think it's got insane value, and I think that is the case. But so does Game Pass. They both do.
100%. Yeah.
Because I've been on both ends now. I've been on both ends, and I get it. And I get both sides, and I think both have incredible strengths and both have weaknesses. And that's how it is. And you just have to accept that, Xbox fanboys, and you have to accept that, Sony fanboys. You can be on both sides.
Yeah.
All right. Calm down, Eddie. Oh, wait a second. Oh, Eddie wants... Wait, because we're trying to... Oh... Yeah, because I checked with Eddie if I could talk about his points earlier, which I did earlier. And he wants me to tell you something.
Oh yeah, go on. Oh dear.
Oh fuck, can't remember it.
This was your one job,
wait.
Ben.
I know, Jake. I've literally forgotten what you told me.
This is a case where you do shoot the messenger.
Oh, I fucked it now, haven't I?
Yeah.
Oh, you know what? It probably wasn't important. Yeah, we'll move on, because we'll move on.
No, it's going to be disappointing when he's listening to this. Yeah.
I know, he probably is going to be disappointed. Sorry, Eddie. Maybe next podcast.
So sad, yeah.
Anyway.
I'm going to be waiting.
Oh, God.
Now. Yeah.
We can rush through these next two events, because they are shit.
Yeah.
So, yeah, Square Enix, boys. Square Enix. Yeah. I was
Kingdom
really
Hearts.
hype. I was like, oh boy, time for some weeb shit. Yeah. We opened up with Guardians of the Galaxy by Eidos, I think it was.
Yes.
Cool. Did you watch this?
I did watch it. I just watched the Guardians of the Galaxy bit, so that's what you told me to watch, and I was like, yeah, that's fair. I'm not sure what else is going to be the event. That's all I saw from the highlights as well, so...
That is fine. That's all you really did. Yeah.
There's a long section as well, to be fair, on it.
It was like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Like the first 20 minutes is 45-minute conference.
There was a trailer.
My God.
There was a really long trailer.
Like, it was cool, but I was like, by the end, I was like, okay, move on to like Kingdom Hearts now, please. Please.
The most thing I'm interested in is how you're going to interact. Well, obviously, we saw in the gameplay, you can like control like your other allies to do certain attacks on enemies in the heat of battle. So that's quite interesting, that mechanic. That's something we haven't really seen in some games.
Mass Effect.
Oh, can you do it in Mass Effect?
It's basically very similar to like the Mass Effect system.
Yeah, I haven't played it or seen it, so that makes sense.
Yeah. It's cool though. I'm not gonna lie. So here's my thoughts on it. I love the vibe. I really like the dynamic between the characters. I think they've nailed it. I really think they've nailed Guardians of the Galaxy. I love the character models. The voice acting is great. The music is cool.
Yes. Oh, they still got a great soundtrack that we expect from Guardians of the Galaxy almost.
Absolutely. I think they've done it right with the dynamic and style and the Guardians of the Galaxy-ness. I'm looking forward to seeing what the story is like. I hope it's cool. From what we've seen, it looks cool.
Yeah.
I like the idea of the choices, and they create as long as it's done right and it does actually have repercussions.
Exactly.
And the friendships and relationships between the characters change and the story changes. Like, I'm fine with that. And apart from that, sorry. And so far, that was everything really good. And I actually thought it was very, very good.
Exactly. A very strong start with a very interesting, intriguing game, which I'm quite excited for as well. Yeah.
Yeah, the graphics weren't amazing.
No.
It's a previous gen game, so we can excuse it a little bit. But even then, I felt the graphics weren't.
Yeah, it was a bit basic. The animations and the facial detail. Yeah.
Yes. But it is what it is. And the graphics aren't everything, and it's not what makes an incredible game. No. Okay? What does make an incredible game is the gameplay. And I just don't think gameplay was that good.
No, you don't think so? Is it just more classic shooting?
That was the downside to me. And I feel like maybe it's one of these cases of like the gameplay is a lot better when you're playing it rather than watching it. Because there are games like that sometimes.
Control is a good example of it, in my opinion.
Yeah, I could agree with that.
Yeah.
And I think Mass Effect might be similar to that, because I've watched gameplay of Mass Effect and I'm just like, yeah, that looks shit. But everyone says it's amazing. So I feel like Guardians of the Galaxy might be like that.
Hopefully so. You're more into the battle, I guess, if you're playing, and more into... I don't know. You know what you're doing. Yeah, especially with, as I said, controlling the other characters almost.
Yeah. And I like the idea... Yeah, I like the idea of controlling them and like ordering them to do the different things. Like, that's quite cool mechanic. I'm looking forward to seeing that. But the combat almost looks Avengers-y.
I haven't actually seen any Avengers combat. I've barely seen anything from the game.
Have you not? Well, no. Yeah. But, yeah.
Yeah.
So I might play it. I won't get on release because it's a £60 game.
Oof.
And I don't think it's worth that much from what I've seen. But I think they got Guardians of the Galaxy right. I really think they got them right.
Hopefully so, because I like Guardians of the
Drax
Galaxy.
looks fucking amazing. Drax is great. Rocket, I'm loving the Rocket vibes. And Groot, yeah. I think it's great. Honestly, my main criticism is the gameplay, but it could be a case of it feels a lot better than it looks, which could be the case.
Reviewers say, I guess.
For sure, I will be waiting. I will not be pre-ordering that game, and it's coming out this year. It's coming out October 26th.
I didn't realize that was so soon.
Yeah, which is pretty sick. Makes sense why we got to see so much.
Yeah, literally.
And I like that. I like it when games like announce a game, show trailer, show gameplay demo, and it's releasing in the next 6 months. Like, that's really nice. I like it when they do that.
Because it also shows there's not going to be any, or hopefully any delays as well, because they already have it established almost. So
exactly. So that's Guardians of the Galaxy. Do you have anything to say before we move on?
No, I guess my thoughts are the same as yours, really. But well, apart from the gameplay looks quite interesting, I would be quite interested to see how if it like interrupts the battle almost, commanding your other allies to do stuff, or if it flows. We'll have to wait and see. As you said, it's a case of playing it for yourself.
Okay, I see what you mean. I mean, Final Fantasy VII Remake had a little bit of that as well.
Oh yeah,
it was quite well done. Anyway, that's that. I'm gonna rush through these next things because there's nothing important.
No.
First 6 Final Fantasy games are being remastered for mobile. Legend of Mana stuff. Avengers, they showed a little bit of a slate of like things that are coming, and they announced the new expansion called Black Panther War for Wakanda, which actually looks really sick.
Oh yeah.
It looks like a full like single player story Black Panther, like just Black Panther story, and I'm like, I want to play that. I'm like, I've been thinking like, if Avengers add more kind of stuff like that, I feel like Avengers could be like a good game in a couple of years. You know what I mean?
It's almost like No Man's Sky. It came out terrible, saved it with updates. Maybe it'll be the same.
And I have a feeling Avengers could be like that. And I'm tempted to actually pick it up because all these expansions are free. So I'm tempted to pick up Avengers for like cheap as fuck. Like, you get for like 20 quid, 15 quid.
So it's not going to be like a game
and actually just playing around with it
for the next update almost.
Yeah, just being able to play around with it. So, but yeah, that's that. They showed Hitman Sniper The Shadows, which is a mobile game, Hitman Sniper game. Nier Reincarnation, it's a Nier mobile game. A couple of Final Fantasy VII First Soldier, that like combat mobile game. I don't fucking know.
Oh god, more mobile games.
Yeah, then they showed some Babylon's Fall, which, yeah. I don't really know what it is. I can't remember, but I wasn't very interested. I think I was on my phone, honestly, when I was watching it.
Fair enough.
Life is Strange Remastered Collection. So they're remastering Life is Strange and Life is Strange Before the Storm. Okay.
We saw this in the
I never played Life is Strange. Yeah, they did actually, yeah. Never played Life is Strange, and honestly, I kind of want to. The next announcement, like thing they showed at least, was Life is Strange True Colors. And honestly, I got really interested and really hype about it. I thought it actually looked really, really interesting. Like the whole concept of her being an empath and the story and everything like that. And I'm like, man, I want to play the Life is Strange games. I think I'm going to have to play them. They're all on Game Pass, so maybe when I get an Xbox,
hey,
I'll play
look at
them.
that. Yeah.
But yeah, so that's that. But yeah, True Colors may have convinced me to play the Life is Strange games. And then finally, our final announcement at the Square Enix event was a game called Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin.
Oh, look at that.
And it looked a bit shit. Oh my god.
What type of game did it look like?
I don't remember. I was just a bit like, oh my god.
And then
it looked like a JRPG kind of thing. Yeah. I don't know. Action JRPG, but not good. Oh, I don't know. I'm just not. Square Enix, you disappointed me. Where was your Kingdom Hearts announcement? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
Where was the Kingdom Hearts announcement?
Almost, and now you're disappointed.
Now, everyone was saying how bad the Square Enix event was.
Fair enough.
Like, the only good things was Guardians of the Galaxy, and Life is Strange True Colors, I guess.
Yeah.
And even then, like, they just
Bit of a stretch.
So Square Enix for me, a solid like
3.
two.
Oh, fair enough.
I was about to give 2.5, but then I was like, nah, it's a 2. Sorry.
Not going any higher than that, yeah.
And you didn't watch the whole thing, so how about you just rate Guardians of the Galaxy?
Fair enough. Like, Guardians of the Galaxy, I'll give it a 7. Yeah, it looks good, but
Okay.
yeah, it looks good. I don't really have much else to say apart from that.
That's it, man. Fair enough.
Just gotta wait and see what the rest of it entails.
Yeah. Then we've had like a couple other events. We had Capcom, which I haven't watched, but I've heard they showed nothing. Take-Two as well, and I've heard they showed actually no games, and it was literally just a Zoom call, and they were just talking about shit. So that was good. There was also Bandai Namco, which I don't actually know what they did.
No.
And there was a Warner Brothers as well, where they just showed Back 4 Blood. I didn't watch that because I'm not interested in the game.
Yeah, well, we've already seen enough of that with Summer Games, and then the Microsoft one as well.
Exactly. And then finally, to close off E3, we watched it last night live, the Nintendo Direct.
Exactly, yeah.
And it was okay. It was okay. We can go through a bit. We saw Kazuya from Tekken is coming to Smash. And then after that, after they showed that, they just showed a bunch of games that we already knew about from other conferences.
Yeah, it was very weird.
Coming
from like the
to
Summer Games
Switch.
Fest and that, wasn't it?
Yeah, so we saw that Guardians of the Galaxy, Life is Strange 2 Colors.
Ooh,
like,
side note
and it was
about
like a
Guardians of the
good like
Galaxy.
5-6 games. We're like, these are all coming to Switch.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy is going to be streamed through Switch. It's not going to be an actual physical copy.
It is.
Yeah, which is unsurprising to everyone.
Oh yeah. Like there was, I was surprised when I saw that. I was like, what, really?
Yeah, and then you see it's just stream. Almost like, what other games also?
Doom Eternal was also announced.
That makes sense.
Which I was like, how?
Again, streamed through the Switch. Yeah.
So yeah, Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania is coming to Switch. Which I'm not gonna lie, I might play it. I might get it. A bit of a nostalgia trip for me. I used to have one of them on Game Boy. I used to like it a lot. It was difficult. I used to struggle really bad with it.
But then again, you're probably like 10, so...
I was like 7, so, But Monkey Ball, great. Mario Party Superstars is a new game coming.
Yeah, I forgot about
and
that.
It's like... Yeah, it's a bunch of boards from previous Mario Party games and new mini games coming together, creating this kind of like older style thing. I don't know.
It's almost like we couldn't be bothered to make a Mario Party game, so we chucked all the old ones together.
Yeah, you love it.
I mean, hey,
I'm not
too
into Mario Party. I played
playing
bits, but that's still cool. Cool.
Yeah.
Metroid Dread, which looked pretty cool. I've never played a Metroid game except for like when I've emulated the first couple. But it looks cool. For sure.
A lot of people weren't expecting any. Sorry, a lot of people weren't expecting any Metroid news. A lot of people, like Metroid fans, think Nintendo kind of pushes it to the side. But this, a lot of Metroid fans are happy about this.
That's good then. I'm glad. They like that.
Yeah.
Then we got Just Dance 2022.
Moving on.
Dragon Ball Z game. Okay, I don't know.
Seen a few of those already.
Yeah, we got Mario Golf Super Rush trailer thing. Oh, I'm excited for Mario Golf. I'm not gonna lie.
Who doesn't love some Mario Tennis and Mario Golf and all this?
It was like a lot of fun. I liked Mario Tennis, so I'm looking forward to getting a new Mario game.
Yeah.
A Mario sport game, I mean. So yeah, Mario Golf. Then we got an announcement for a new WarioWare game. WarioWare Get It Together, which is sick. I've never played a WarioWare game. Never really seen one. I've heard so much about them. It looks mad. Very, very mad.
It's very WarioWare, isn't it? Like very random, weird, like 3-second long mini games. I wonder what it's going to be priced at, though. That's the question.
Don't know.
£30.
Maybe I'll get it. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then we got loads more ports of things coming to Switch.
Yeah.
I was like, all right. And then we got into the final bit of Zelda section.
Yes, it was the Zelda section, wasn't it?
I was about to throw fists because they were like, now we have one more thing. And they showed fucking Hyrule Warriors DLC.
exactly.
And I was like, that's not it. That is not it. I was like, no, that's not the final thing they're showing.
We're going to fight Nintendo, yeah.
I was like, nah, there's no way. But Hyrule Warriors DLC, cool. I haven't played it. I feel like I should before Breath of the Wild 2. Yeah. But, yeah. That, Skyward Sword stuff, overexpensive. Fucking
I thought we've already seen everything on Skyward Sword. I don't know why Skyward Sword. I don't know why they re-mentioned it. It's really...
Probably just to get hype back up again. Be like, oh yeah, this is a thing, remember? Don't forget. Zelda Game & Watch, because I can't play it on my phone.
Oh yeah.
Apparently.
It was the first... no, it was Zelda 2, and then Link's Awakening, wasn't it?
Yeah, Zelda 1, 2, 3, Link's Awakening. And the little game, the little mini game.
Oh yeah, the whack-a-mole, but you play as Link.
Yeah, the whack-a-mole game with like 4 Zelda games.
Exactly.
I was like, all right, calm down.
Oh dear.
And then, Jake, do you want to talk about the big announcement at the end?
Yes.
The final announcement, the final trailer announcement of E3 2021.
We got another Breath of the Wild cinematic trailer. I mean, there was some gameplay in there, wasn't there, to be fair?
No, it was a gameplay trailer.
Oh, was it straight gameplay trailer?
Yeah.
Very nice. Yeah, I mean, it was good. It had that creepy undertone, which the first, like, teaser trailer set up almost. Yeah, it was good.
Cool. I'm hype. Good. 2022 release date confirmed.
Yeah.
Which is fair. But yeah, man, the trailer was so sick. We saw some new... I've watched it a couple of times since because I didn't really catch it all on the first time.
Yeah, me too. I watched it again, especially the bit where like the creepy music starts. It's like sounds like it's in reverse. It's great.
Yeah, like the new abilities that we got, like it looks sick. Like we got some kind of clipping, like phasing ability.
Some like I'm glad they're making
more. Sorry,
some like reverse ability, like a ball's rolling down the hill and you pushed it back a bit. Yeah,
looks like it.
A lot of people
really
are speculating you play as Zelda, which is interesting.
I could see that happening.
Yeah, because the character model looked like Zelda's with her hair like cut short, because it all Link with longer hair. Yeah, it looks very good. It looks a lot of aerial.
I don't think of the whole thing. I think it'd be like sections, right?
Yeah, true.
Because you definitely are playing as Link in that gameplay trailer. That's definitely Link.
Another thing I saw, it's not going to be called Breath of the Wild 2. It's going to have like an actual title, but they can't reveal the title yet because it basically spoils what the game's about. So that's interesting.
So what they're going to do? They're just going to like reveal the trailer after everyone's the name everyone's played it.
They'll show a trailer or like a story trailer, and then obviously release the name with it. I presume, at least.
Right. Okay. Fair enough.
That's what
but the new area looks sick, doesn't it?
Yeah, like in that air one.
Yeah, like the Skylands of Hyrule. So we're gonna still, I presume, have the first map.
Yeah,
but also it's gonna be all in the sky. So we're gonna have like the Skylands, the Highlands, or something. I don't know.
Hey,
but that's really exciting. So they're definitely gonna have to have some kind of new ability traversal thing to be able to navigate that. Obviously, we've got the glider, but I feel like,
something to
even
fly.
with Rivali's fucking whatever it's called, it's not that something like that. It's like not enough. I feel like they're gonna have to have something, But I'm excited to see what happens.
Yeah, me too.
I'm excited to see what happens.
I can't wait to fall to my death.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. Jump off the island, die. Anyway, that's all the Nintendo. That's the whole Nintendo event, and that's E3 2021 wrapped up.
Overall,
what would you rate Nintendo?
Nintendo, I'd give it like a 7. Go on, there we go. I'm very hyped for Breath of the Wild 2, although I shouldn't be. I need to hold off. It's still ages away, but yeah.
You know what? I think I'd give it a 7 as well.
Yeah, fair enough.
I think it was saved by Breath of the Wild 2. If it didn't have Breath of the Wild 2, it'd be like a solid 5, 4.5.
It'd probably be less than that for me. It'd probably be like a 3.
Honestly, maybe. Yeah, probably less. Breath of the Wild 2 did save it, and the trailer was really cool, so I'm hyped. For me, my favorite event was the Xbox and Bethesda. I think
Oh, definitely.
It was
I think that's
so
most
strong.
people's, yeah.
It was so strong. Jake, you rated Nintendo higher than Xbox.
Well, I mean, overall, for like everyone, you know.
No, that's not how it works. You have to change.
I do
Either
like-
you're saying Nintendo is your favorite, or you're rating Xbox higher.
Nintendo
Like-
is my favorite, yeah.
Nintendo is your favorite. Okay, there we go.
I'm just
All
a
right,
massive
then.
Breath of the Wild fan. What can I say?
Sorry.
I'm just a massive Breath of the Wild fan. What can I say?
Fair enough.
Probably to
Fair
the
enough.
point where I spend too much time collecting all 900 Korok seeds twice.
Twice.
But yeah.
Twice, can we say? Jake collected all 900 Korok seeds in Breath of the Wild. Twice.
Yeah. Once in master mode, and then obviously normal and then master mode. Yeah.
To be fair, you did do this in 2017 when we had like all the free time in the world. So
Literally, no worries about exams or anything.
Whereas
I could do
now
it
it's
again,
like,
right, to
I
be
have
fair,
maybe-
between college and university.
it's like, whereas now it's like I have like 3 hours of gaming a week. So yeah,
exactly.
that's
yeah.
fine. Anyway, this was our E3 2021 roundup episode. Honestly, it was a bit longer than what I thought.
Yeah, it went on for quite a
longer than
while.
what I thought it would. And we still have a bit more to talk about. It like that was just our wrapping up.
Exactly.
Hold up.
Ooh.
We need to go through Discord
He
and we need
does
to
have a
read out
list.
these fuckers' comments. I guess we have to do that. So don't go anywhere.
Yeah.
do you wanna read the
asked
first
for them.
Hmm.
Sure. Hang on, it's just loading. I'm not on the podcast bit. There
All right,
it
I'll
is.
read the first one. Jake can get the second one.
Good idea.
Isak Manny, the Morrowind simp. He says, "Don't have much to say. E3 and Summer Games Fest have been very disappointing this year. Summer Game Fest only had like 2 interesting things. Yep, I agree. Elden Ring, Death Stranding. Don't know if they're the same things for you, but they're my things. And the best part of E3 was the Xbox Showcase, which in my opinion was fairly mediocre." Fair enough, Isak. Fair enough. I think Xbox was a bit better than mediocre. I think it was actually pretty great. Because I don't have many complaints, honestly. I think they just showed what they needed to show.
Yeah.
I think if they showed a Halo Infinite campaign gameplay, it would have been a whole lot better. That's what it needs to show. If they showed Halo Infinite campaign gameplay, it'd have been great. But obviously they didn't. Right, Jake, do you want to get the next one?
Sure thing. I think we just have to stop getting excited about E3, etc. Otherwise, we just end up being disappointed. Sadly.
Jake, who the fuck is saying this comment?
I'll get there. Give me a second. I really love the Elden Ring
Go
and Breath
back.
of the Wild
Go
2 stuff,
back.
but apart
No,
from that,
shut
I
up,
wasn't
Jake.
too fast.
Jake, I'll fire your ass.
How could
Go
you
back.
terminate my contract? And that comment was by
That's
Joe McCormack.
Do you want to read the comment again? Because like no one heard it because I was being so rude and all.
That's fair, yeah. God, how dare you then. Okay, so Joe McCormack from the Random Wavelength Discord, which you can join in the description using the link below.
Hey.
He says, think we just need to stop getting excited for E3, otherwise we'll end up getting disappointed sadly! Exclamation mark. I really love the Elden Ring and Breath of the Wild 2 stuff, but apart from that, I wasn't too fussed. Which is fair, yeah, I completely agree. Again, it's like, yeah, it's nice that we got it, sort of thing. But
We're on
everything
a
else was
constant
just,
cycle of event announced, get really hyped for it, and get disappointed.
Yeah,
Event announced, get really hyped for it, get disappointed.
Yeah.
I try and set my expectations low, and I feel like I did this E3. Like I try to at least. I did with the Xbox.
Maybe
one
not for the
sure.
Square Enix one.
Yeah, not the Square Enix one. But I mean, I didn't set it that high. I knew Kingdom Hearts wasn't gonna happen, but I was still like, maybe.
Yeah, it's almost like me and like Kid Icarus. It's like, please.
Yeah.
Apart from Kid Icarus is way dead, and I don't think there'll be another.
And
game
like Kingdom
ever.
Hearts is definitely continuing, and
Precisely,
like Kid
yeah.
Icarus isn't. So that's the thing. But yeah, I mean, I agree. I do agree. I think we do need to continue and not get so excited. But yeah, Elden Ring, Breath of the Wild 2. I know Joe is like a huge Breath of the Wild 2 fan.
Yeah.
As like Zelda fan, a huge Zelda fan. He was so hyped when the Breath of the Wild 2 stuff happened. All right, Juice Sauce. He says, okay, he's just listing things that he's excited about.
Yeah.
Guardian. I was like, all right, stating games. Guardians of the Galaxy game Far Cry 6, Starfield, The Outer Worlds. Those are the only things I'm interested.
Yeah, well, good
Dude,
for you.
what is this
Outer Worlds
grammar?
is already out, so perfect. You can go play that right now.
I mean, yeah, the Outer. Wow, mate, you can go play it right now. Go ahead. It's on Game Pass, I'm pretty sure. Those are the only things I'm interested. Okay, good grammar. So yeah, pretty shit E3 this year. Thought I'd still say Xbox Bethesda was the best conference. Cool. Okay. I mean, games you're excited about, I'd say Guardians of the Galaxy. I get that. That's fair. I think I could see you being excited for that. Far Cry 6. I mean, come on, like Far Cry 6, forgetting who it's by. If I forget who it's by, the game still looks shit. I don't understand. Like, unbiased, like watching the gameplay, I'm like, where's the appeal here? The game graphically is awful. The gameplay looks lackluster. And then
really
it's by Ubisoft. Like, come on. If you want to play it, fair. Please don't buy it day one. If you're gonna buy it, Juice, please get it pre-owned so you're not
secondhand
giving that money to Ubisoft. If you have to play it, if you have to desperately play it, preferably don't. But yeah, Starfield, we haven't seen anything of it, so. But you're saying interesting, so you're not saying like, oh, I'm so hyped. You're saying interesting, so yeah, that's fair. I think that's fine. Outer Worlds, like, I don't know if you played the first one. I'm presuming you've played the first one, so you've got that attachment.
Yeah.
Hey, Jay gets a long comment. Unless you want to say anything more about what you said.
No, it's pretty much it. The same. Everyone's mood seems to be the same on it, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll get.
Right. Do you want to go on the next one then?
Yeah, sure thing. A comment from Hooks Maxi Buns, which I just wanted to read out the username. That's brilliant. So he says, pretty much nothing to say from me, no games at all were like, wow, I need that. Starfield is intriguing with the whole Skyrim in space Han Solo simulator shtick, but we still don't know what the game actually is. Yeah, precisely. Battlefield 2042 does look really good, but I only plan on buying it if it has crossplay. Yeah, and there's people who actually want to play it together. And wait, if there's people to actually get together and play with, yeah, there we go. Forza Horizon 5 looks incredible, but car games aren't really for me, so I won't buy it. Yeah, same here. No idea what Death Stranding Director's Cut actually is, but it's Kojima, so it's probably good. That's a good mood. Also, not sure it's going to be a PS5 exclusive or come to PC like the original Death Stranding did. Otherwise, those four this event had literally nothing.
That's a good point. I'm not sure if Death Stranding Director's Cut will come to PC or not.
Yeah, because obviously Death Stranding did after a while.
I feel like it won't. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm excited. I'm excited for sure.
Me too.
Anyway, we're wrapping up our time where we have to stop because if it goes on to 3 hours, like I can't. Yeah, it's bad. So this has been a long podcast. I wasn't
sorry for taking up all your brain and your hogging your ears for like 2 hours. Oh, well, 45 minutes.
Hey, Jake.
Yes.
It's good practice for us because we've never done a podcast this long, so it's like good to get the stamina. Yeah.
Exactly. Getting better so we can last. So yeah, I could go for 6 hours. If a 12-hour charity live stream, let's go. Charity for ourselves.
Yeah, boy. Saving up for that mic. Anyway. I've actually really enjoyed this chat. It's been great to like get all our thoughts out of E3 this year.
It's been nice to see what everyone else thinks.
How about we just go really quick? Sorry.
Yeah, it's been nice to see everyone agrees almost. And am I cutting out?
Do you want to really quickly, we have like 10 minutes, quickly just go overall thoughts of E3 this year?
E3. Overall, it's pretty much like every E3 that's come before. You know, everyone gets so excited, just as Joe said. Being like, hell yeah, so hyped. And in the end, there's only like 3-4 things that we actually remember and that we actually want to spend our money on, that are actually excited for. And this has been the case, again, with this E3. But yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts, really. There's not much else to it. It's very mediocre. Ending thoughts.
Okay, yeah. I'm with you. I think it was disappointing this year. And I'm hoping this is a bit of a lull year because development hasn't been the best the last year. So they haven't been able to show the gameplay they want to show. They haven't shown like things like Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, I'm surprised we didn't get any of that.
Yeah. Oh, what's the other game? There's another game as well. Starfield gameplay as well. Like, I feel like because of this last year, we haven't really seen, like, things haven't been in production as much, so maybe they haven't got
Stuff
things
has
ready,
been delayed,
which
working
is
from
fine.
home, yeah.
That is fine. But yeah, there was some good stuff. Like, I think pretty much the whole Xbox event was great. I think Elden Ring, we finally got to see it. Elden Ring is real. Director's cut of Death Stranding. And what Guardians Galaxy looks interesting. Breath of the Wild 2. And that's basically it. And there was no event on Saturday, so that was really, really good.
Yeah.
I'm glad we got that little rest day to recuperate after the Netflix Geek Week. That was really, really nice of them.
Horrendous, yeah.
To just have a day
Avatar
off.
game being made at all or anything, yeah.
No, I don't know what you're talking about.
So,
day off. Anyway.
Exactly.
So
if you were
I think we're ready
to rank the top 3 games you're excited for from E3.
Yeah.
Yeah, go on, rank your top 3 games you're
3.
excited for from 3. Yeah. Quite a small list, Keep it short and sweet.
Oh shit, this is gonna be difficult. Top 3.
In order
3.
as well. 1 being the excited.
Number 3. Breath of the Wild 2. Number 2. Forza Horizon 5. 1. Elden Ring.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's my list. I feel like I'm really excited for Death Stranding Director's Cut, but it's a game I've already played, and it's going to be new things, but it's not going to be like groundbreaking, so it's not like, but it's up there. I'd be like 4 probably. But anyway, you go, Milton.
And that's why Death Stranding Director's Cut is my number 3.
Okay.
And then Starfield is probably 2. It's up there, but I'm still like keeping it on the down low. And then Breath of the Wild 2 is probably my number 1.
There.
Which is why I ranked Nintendo so high.
I like that you asked that question. That's good.
Exactly. And then Elden Ring would probably be 4 for me if I played Demon Souls, Bloodborne. It'd probably be higher on the list, and obviously I'd be more hyped from games from
you need to get Demon Souls. You need to get it done before you go back to college, because if you get addicted to a Souls game while you're at college, you will not do college or uni work. You will not do uni work. You'll be like, I need to get this boss done. I did this boss. Next boss. You need to get it done before.
Exactly.
But yeah. Anyway, sorry it's been a bit of a long one for you guys. I hope you enjoyed it nonetheless. Please leave any comments below. It really helps us know. I love it when I get a nice comment talking about what you've enjoyed in the video. It really it's great, honestly. So please do that.
I saw you post on Twitter.
It helps with YouTube as well, the algorithm. Sorry?
I saw you post it on Twitter. You like this comment's so nice. It was on your Assassin's Creed video. Yeah.
Yeah, that was I love those comments. Honestly, I really do, and it makes me so happy. Anyway, if you want to have a chat with us and have a good old time, join the Discord chat, the Discord server. Link is in the description. You know the drill. And obviously, we stream on Twitch now, so follow the link in the description. We're on that road to 100 followers. We're currently on 91, so we're very, very, very close to being 100 followers on Twitch. And speaking of Twitch, I gotta thank the juicy men over there who I don't know why I said it like that. That's so weird.
I know. I was about to say
who subscribe. Yeah, who are subscribers. We have Joe McCormack, Isak Manny, and Alfie the Cabbage Farmer. And of course, a special thank you to Isak, who is not only who's since the last podcast has gifted another 2 subs, which is amazing. So thank you so much, Isak. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
Anyway, I think that's all the shilling. Fucking subscribe if you haven't already, because it just hurts my feelings if you don't. And you don't want to hurt my feelings.
Yeah, it makes us really sad, Like, come on, guys, please.
Honestly, it really, it really is. Anyway, thank you all for watching. One last thing, remember, Eddie sucks. Jake, anything to say before we leave?
Nope, just completely agree on that. And I'm just gonna have to wait till next podcast to hear what he has to say.
Oh yeah, of course, Eddie. I'm really sorry if you actually made it this far. I will try and remember for the next podcast what you said. I honestly can't remember. I could go back and look through my Twitter Twitter messages, but honestly, too much hassle. Anyway,
just shows his
goodbye.
dedication to you. See you later.
Ending the fucking podcast. I'm trying to end the podcast. You're just keeping talking. Oh my god. Bye.